Alright. Last we left off, as the group had found themselves into the Feywild due to someone's decision. Not gonna name names.
Huh?
They met while soon after getting there and trying to figure out where they were. They met a man named Kyler who joined them on their adventures, seeming to be giving them advice as to how this strange land of the Fey works, called the Feywild. While going around and trying to find a way out, the group, along with Sir Dilf, as they colloquially call him, eventually found Enoch Azazel and Azazel eventually found Enoch Azazel and Orin burrowing their way underground somehow. And after going into the Wonka forest to find and fight the phase spiders, the group was shocked to learn that they could talk and were willing to talk things out and not fight, as the group themselves seemed to be the bloodthirsty ones in this encounter.
Only two of us.
Upon making a deal with the spiders to meet the Fey Spider Queen in her domain, to eventually, possibly, lead the group back towards the material plane through the ethereal plane, the realm of ghosts and undead, and other things that basically transcend the border of reality. After their rough first encounter, the spiders led them to a pit that was glowing purple, and they all jumped down. Feather falling thanks to Orin and Leah. The group made it down safely, where they are now in a large cavernous area filled with massive iridescent glowing mushrooms.
Oh, so we're in what's it called?
We in the Underdark.
I was gonna say the mushroom area from Skyrim.
No
Same
God.
difference. I swear, if I hear any plant screaming, I am throwing the Nernroot at you.
I like the anxious laugh. It makes me giggle.
So, just nope. Alright, so what would you all like to do as you're down here, as the spiders seem to be continuing walking through the caves in an open expanse area that you are now. There seems to be some kind of cliff ledge, maybe about 40 feet off to your left, that falls into some kind of chasm deeper in.
I think Leah has her notebook out and is frantically writing. So can I do like an investigation check or a perception check of some sort?
For what reason?
Just looking around, like writing stuff down, looking. I assume there's other spiders here.
When you land, you eventually do see some other normal smaller spiders, like the ones you normally encounter, but you have yet to see any of the kind of spiders that these two talking spiders are, the Fey spiders.
Yeah, so I think Leah specifically focused on the relationship the two Fey spiders have with each other and then with the other spiders around.
The smaller spiders
Does that
seem
make
to be
sense?
trailing the larger spiders.
Okay.
Oh, so we're going to see Aragog. Got it.
Like to refer to my gift again.
What's the relationship between the two bigger spiders? They didn't answer my question earlier.
They haven't.
They did.
What's that?
They're totally just friends.
They're totally just.
They were roommates.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
Just to take it back to where we left off with these jokes, It was totally like Abraham Lincoln and his best friend. God, I just blanked on his name.
Yeah, don't worry. I think I made that joke last week as well, and I couldn't remember his name.
I want to say
I
it's
think
like
you know it the
David
exact same
something.
way, too.
It's like Abraham Lincoln and his best friend, John Wilkes Booth.
I don't think they were friends.
I was taking a drink.
Hey, only an ex could get so angry that they'd shoot you in the back of the head at a theater.
You know what? Fuck it. I ship it. Let's go.
Damn it. Does no one bring up the Miku binder Thomas Jefferson?
What?
What?
I don't understand that.
Okay.
Wait,
I will
really?
clarify, and I will
thought-
deal psychic damage to my sibling.
I thought if
remember
anyone would
Halfling-
know it, you would know it.
Remember, Halfling, Han shot first.
What happened?
I did psychic damage.
I'm gonna just keep eating my goldfish.
Zane, you were in the Hamilton fandom longer than I was.
Yes, and I don't remember.
I literally just did psychic damage to remind you. Han shot first.
Burr.
Oh. Okay, look, I'm still confused on why my laptop isn't working.
That comes up super tiny.
Jesus Christ! What the fuck is
Wow. Okay, before we get completely off track of the giant spider theme. Oh my
Sorry.
god. Oh my
I
god.
can't believe it's not Enoch is just hanging around Henna.
Apparently.
I think Hannah wants to just like keep an eye on what's going on around them because she's not entirely convinced to be trusting the talking spiders.
Okay. So I'll say roll me a perception check, Hannah.
Knife. No.
Okay. With your 17, keeping an eye around, you do hear what sounds to be sound. You hear what seems to be sounds coming from, like, small little holes every which way, and some other sounds coming from from the chasm that's near all of you. Nothing too disconcerting, but just a lot of very unique, very creepy sounds. Some of them seeming like languages, others just seeming like chitters and other insectoid sounds.
So we're basically just they're in the walls at this point.
Yes, the eyes have walls. If that's the best way. That's the best way to put it.
The eyes
wall-
have walls?
I realized what I said
Okay.
afterwards. The walls have eyes. God damn. I was hoping nobody would notice I fucked up.
See, my brain fixed it as
Yeah.
you said it, so I didn't notice it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I was
Mine
hoping that
melted a little
everybody's
bit.
brain would have auto-corrected it.
My
brain doesn't do
melted a little
autocorrect.
bit trying to make the eyes have walls make sense in my head. Like, it didn't correct it. It just went, I'm going to try and make this logical.
The eyes have walls. You immediately try and picture each eyeball having a wall in front of them.
My brain immediately did that same thing and turned an eye into a cube. Thought, that's painful. I've got to pick on him about this.
I went, so they're all blind? What?
Yeah, each of the spider's eyes are encased in stone.
Oh no.
Where's Medusa?
Not them, just their eyes, somehow. Imagine,
Alright, where's Medusa's offspring?
I was gonna say, imagine creating a spell that hyper-specific. Oh look, there's what's called? The petrification spell, but let's just make it hyper-specific. Let's make the petrification eye spell.
I mean, you could always just doctor flesh to stone.
Yeah. But yeah, so you all continue on. Leah, you take notes very intimately about the clear passion between these two gentlemen spiders with top hats and monocles. And by the way, they have monocles on half of their eyes.
Yay.
Kind of cute.
Not really a monocle at that point. It's more of
No, it's just
That's
eight,
why-
Or just they're half blind.
no. It's just like 8 individual monocles.
oh, it's just a giant monocle. Okay.
Yeah. They just have a jumbo monocle. Well, keep up, good chaps. What are you waiting for?
Bora's gonna just follow along, but just say loud enough for them to hear. I'm just mildly unnerved. There's a lot of sensations of being watched.
Oh yes, you'll get used to it.
I don't like that.
That makes two of us.
I've dealt with weirder.
Oh, good for you.
If you do not like the watching, they can come out and I'll give all of you hugs.
I think these two need hugs.
Who are you pointing to?
Bora and Orin.
Bora will shrug.
You see about like 1,000 tiny spiders skitter up to both of you.
Bora does not react. She just said, I'm unnerved, not scared.
Bora, you can tell that these gentleman spiders don't seem to be doing it from a place of ill intent. They seem to just be sending these spiders to try and actually hug you.
Aww.
See, all I'm picturing right now is a million of Lucas the spider trying to hug Bora.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cute.
Pretty much.
She
About
lets it happen.
about a million of those spiders are trying to crawl on Bora and Orin.
I'm so tempted to just put off a warding wind right now.
Immediately, fireball!
There's two types of people in this world.
No, there's 3. There's the chaotic one that causes it.
Yep. There are the 3 types of people that deal with spiders. The one that accepts it, the one that runs away from it, and the one that throws the spider on the person.
And here above, we have seen a Gryffindor, a Ravenclaw, and a Slytherin.
Yeah.
This is just reminding me of that one thing that happened in middle school where a 6-foot-tall man was on a desk screaming he saw a spider, and I just looked him dead in the eye as I felt a spider crawl across my face. Show dominance.
Yeah.
No.
I believe that was a roll for intimidation with advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy never talked to me after that.
No.
Anytime he sees you, all he sees is spiders crawling across your face.
Yeah, like, every time he saw me after that, he, like, always wanted to be mean and insulting, and it's just like, do you just not like me that much because of one aspect of a spider? I
Oh.
like
imagine
spiders.
right now, this is the throw Orin into the deep end of the pool to get him over his fears.
Yeah, pretty much.
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just in this case, this pool is filled with.
Yeah? Yeah, okay.
Allowing tiny spiders to hug her, and she's just calmly looking at Orin like it tickles.
See, all I'm picturing in my head is Bora is suddenly just like this undulating mass of adorable little fur, and you just see her eyes and mouth.
That's where if someone puts his spider. Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah. What's funny is
There's
that...
Lucas the spider, and then there's Enoch's weird, twisted spider person.
Yeah, his extendo legs.
I have a question concerning Enoch. First of all, is Enoch leaving small puddles behind him?
You look, and he's currently in a jar.
Yes, but like he has the legs. So like, is there stuff like are there puddles? Like you know how when you're wet and you get out of a pool and
No,
like there's
I understand what you
puddles.
mean. Yeah, you see like little pools of butter where he walks.
How are the smaller spiders reacting to any of that?
They seem to not be reacting or anywhere near Enoch.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, thankfully, I don't think spiders eat butter. I might be wrong.
Hey. Spider's natural prey is butter. Get it right.
Orange.
Or is
Here,
it
I
a
thought
natural
there's-
predator?
Yeah.
And here I thought that their natural prey was eggs.
Orange is gonna cast Gust to try and blow them away gently. Like he doesn't want to hurt and like provoke anything, but he also just does not want them near him.
All right.
Oh my god!
Sure. You are you trying to control your wind to make it less of a powerful blast?
Yeah.
Sure. Roll me an Arcana check.
Oh no.
Are you gonna just end up covering Bora in spiders?
Or starting World War Spider.
That too.
Roll Arcana check, dear child.
Jesus Christ.
What?
What was that?
Terrifying.
That was 19.
That was 19. All right. With a 19, you managed to like, without just sort of palm them off of you, just like create like a little bit of a wind barrier like on the surface layer of your skin, just enough that they just fall off. And you see that some of the spiders on Bora are just sort of like hovering like on top of her head, like a few centimeters off.
That's just how she exists.
That's just how she exists. Oh no.
Basically,
Get rid of
Bora
that one.
right now,
Oh,
Bora
no.
basically has a floating crown of spiders.
I'm just gonna leave this. Not have general as my selected channel for the next.
Just mark all is red mute for the next 24 hours. But yeah.
The baby.
Look, it's better. But yeah, so as that's happening, eventually the spiders retract from both of you, and the two larger spiders continue on their way. With Leah just taking avid notes about everything happening around.
Oh my god, you're going to traumatize poor Orin?
I am.
This is worse than the damn dragon.
Also, very good note on Orion's reaction to everything that's happening.
Yep. That's that's a fiendin' for a running.
I also found another one that Bora, if she gets a pet spider at any point.
She just keeps running the spiders.
That's terrifying.
Yes. I want to imagine anybody that tries to hit on Bora, she just pulls it down, and then she is just like, surprise surprise boob spider.
Yeah.
Pocket spider.
Oh, I'm going to show you my tits. Never mind, it's a boob spider.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, that would scare the shit out of me, because then what if somebody's like super into that? Then that.
Well, so the first person Bora tries that on. Joke's on you. That's my kink.
She'll just be like, okay, you've earned it. Let's go.
God. Alright, I see. Nobody's kink shaming here, and then she immediately just pulls out 15 more boob spiders.
God.
Yes.
And just like that, Bora has become a Swarmkeeper Ranger.
Yep.
Look, she likes spiders. I like spiders. She likes spiders. She just doesn't like being watched.
I don't think anybody really likes being watched. So yeah,
This place is just mud pits, I swear.
yeah. For the sake of keeping Samus's sanity, I'm not going to describe the feeling of the spiders being all over you.
Look, there's one Orin right now.
Mhm.
I am the Halloween queen. Hello, I am a crown of spiders.
You have a floating crown of spiders. Get it right.
And just like that, I can already foresee that Bora is about to be drawn with a crown of spiders.
Yeah, by the end of the session, I expect fan art, clearly.
Can I get you something to drink? You have milk, juice, water, spiders, Dr. Pepper.
Spiders?
Spiders, yeah. It's
Oh, I remember
Sprite's
that, yeah.
off-brand competition. It's made completely with spider juices.
See, all I'm picturing is a can of Sprite with 8 legs.
With 8 legs and the 2 little spider mandibles just skittering around.
Moving on.
Yeah.
So we don't torture Orin for too long.
Hmm. So yeah,
She was
You guys-
already pouring a brick glass of spider.
God, you guys continue further and further. While this walk is going on, is there anything anybody would like to do, or any conversations anybody would like to have with each other or with your spider guides?
I think Bora's just chilling with a crown of spiders.
Well, the crown of spiders already left you.
Yeah.
Doc is having a very deep heart-to-heart with a rock that he sees on the ground.
The rock is in the shape of
Because he can't speak.
the rock is in the shape of a spider.
I was probably just looking around like, huh, I wonder if anybody else can see all this cool stuff.
Is
Looking
the
in
cave
all
like
of the
really dark?
darkest possible areas.
Yeah, you're just looking at it, and
The
then
majority of us have dark vision.
I think Bora's actually just clinging on to someone who has dark vision at that point then. Like, she's just lightly holding on to their clothes.
yeah, each of you guys who have dark vision probably has one person who's holding on to one of your shoulders.
Who is the poor unfortunate soul that had to cling on to Kyler's shoulders? Because I know the party's not happy with him at the moment.
Sir Dilf.
Still?
I am begrudgingly guiding the person that I think has somehow charmed all 3 of these ladies.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I insert. Who the hell does Leah have?
Bora?
Yeah.
Bora? Like we were fighting.
Yeah, you
Well,
are.
it wasn't
No.
that they were fighting. I can explain later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and Henna has Azazel.
Yeah. If
But it's also not like Bora can really see who she's clinging to.
Yeah.
You mean Orin has a Zazel and Henna?
They're both
No.
half elves.
No, Henna can see in the dark. She's a half elf.
Oh, right, half-elves do have dark vision. I forgot that.
Yeah.
I was thinking of some other half thing.
Hmm. Yeah, no. Orin is currently by himself, like probably having a nervous breakdown and dealing with Butter Enoch, while Azazel is just like holding onto Henna's shoulder using her as guide.
Wait, you're putting Henna in charge of Azazel's safety?
You do realize I
And
made this
sanity.
the most interesting yet awkward combination of people guiding others as possible.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I have concerns about this choice.
Go
As
for
a
it.
player, I have concerns. As a character,
Go for it. Yes, Azazel is currently the one who is currently holding on to Henna's shoulder for using her as a guide.
So the way I'm picturing this right now is Leah and Bora are kind of walking side by side, with Leah kind of just gently guiding Bora by the shoulder.
Mhm.
Henna is walking in front of Azazel, dragging him, Orin and Enoch are off in the corner with Orin basically crying, trying to deal with Enoch in a jar.
Yeah, and Enoch
I
has
think Tyler's just straight up pushing Dilf Daddy, like, go, you slow-moving, blind motherfucker, go.
yeah, and he's also very loud because of his armor. He's just like cling, clang, cling.
I think I'm just gonna use prestidigitation, just make a light torch, something. Can I do that?
I mean, you do have a flammable substance right near you.
Sets Enoch on fire.
I mean,
The butter on
Laura
fire.
does have torches, but she's not using them because she knows that spiders live here and she likes spiders.
Well,
So blame her for the darkness.
Yeah.
that's why I said light and not just fire.
I create fire.
Just a. Can I just make a ball of fire? I mean, a ball of light.
I mean,
Yeah,
do
the
you
light
have
cantrip, yeah.
do you have the light
Yeah,
cantrip
get
or
the lighter
the
dancing lights.
yeah either light or
That doesn't
dancing?
fall under. Okay, never mind.
Prestidigitation, you can create spark.
Do you have produce flame?
I don't think he does.
Yeah, none of you guys are druids, so none of you do, I assume.
No.
No.
Technically, at least half of us don't need it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, half of you don't need it, the other half do.
It'd just be more convenient for those that don't.
Yeah.
Leah, as she realizes Bora's clutching onto her, is very much just like trying to apologize, but not really sure what she's apologizing for. Just more like, I'm apologizing, I lost my cool, that was not correct etiquette, I should not have blown up on you. Like, this was not proper of me. I think very much just like if somebody had to explain to somebody how to you very much get the sense that it's a sense that somebody had to explain to her at one point, like, when your reactions are bottled up such as this and you like blow up like this, it's not okay, and you need to apologize who you blow up on. And it's not like, it was like one of those things where it's like, I understand that this wasn't good, I don't understand why this was not good though, and I apologize for not understanding, in addition to also causing you any distress.
As she is just talking, Bora will eventually just kind of flail her hand around until she covers her mouth and just says, it's fine, you just brought up bad memories. I will explain when we are not in a place where those memories can bring us to danger.
Leah's gonna just accept that answer and then just continue to like move her along.
Sure. I assume any of the people who are actually guiding those who can't see, like the ones who have dark vision, can see Henna scowling.
Leah's also just been kind of making like hand movements to Hannah, like mouthing, "Please don't kill him, please don't kill him, please don't kill him." Bora likes him. You have to remember Bora likes him.
Keep him alive for Bora. That's pretty much what you're saying.
It's basically
Leah. Her entire face is going to fall in sadness, but she's just going to kind of shrug.
I imagine it's like a rope of do this for me because I want to do this for Bora, who's apparently doing this for Zazel, so don't kill him.
And in this way, Leah's just saved Azazel's life.
And in this moment, Zazel continues to
Anyone else
live.
had said it wouldn't have had an effect, but alas.
I want to imagine that Henna's plan was just to lead him to the cliff's edge and just like walk him off or push him off.
She was gonna at least walk him into some walls. She was ready. All of her plans were foiled before she got to do anything about it.
I mean, Leah just
sad.
said keep him alive. She never said not to fuck with him or not hurt him.
True. He could come out bruised.
Yeah,
alive but injured.
Yeah, that's acceptable.
You can
Henna's just gonna turn ever so slightly, so that she's guiding Azazel into the nearest wall.
Sure.
I would also like to point out that I'm going to be telepathically fucking with Dilf Daddy, making him think he's about to walk off a ledge every, 30 steps.
Sure, roll a persuasion
Why
check.
are you so mean to him?
He doesn't
Because
trust him.
I wouldn't trust him. I met them, and he seemed to have all three of these ladies charmed, so Kyler trusts him about as far as he can throw a grain of sand.
I mean, on a technical level, yeah, he did charm them. That's the entire thing. That's why he's here and alive.
It's not magic.
The only difference between what actually happened and what Kyler's perceiving is he didn't charm us for, a position of
The only difference,
among us.
yeah, the only difference between what Kyler thinks and reality is that Sir Dilf didn't use magic.
Sir Dilf was just highly attractive, but Kyler questions it because it's like, this is an old man in armor that has three girls that basically want to get in his pants. There's got to be some type of magic involved here. This is nefarious. I'm gonna fuck with him.
I'm gonna make his life hell. All right, yeah.
Meanwhile,
17.
we just have 3 girls that have daddy issues.
Daddy issue crew.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my god. I just realized that Bora, Henna, and Leah all you just made me think it's like, oh yeah, all of them have daddy issues, and they all reacted in the 3 different ways that you could of having daddy issues. One hoed herself out, one basically ran off and became a musician, and one became a musician, and one basically buckled down and decided to make a good future for themselves.
Pretty much.
What was the first one?
One of them hoed themselves out.
Holds a grudge.
No.
No,
Poured herself out.
yeah. Bora just
Became promiscuous.
Yeah.
Damn. I also want to say, every time Henna walks Azazel into something, she's gonna go, "Oh, sorry, I forget how much taller than me you are." Just the fakest apology.
You're
Like
gonna
it-
sound like Mermista.
is it blatantly fake, or are you actively trying to feign ignorance and play innocent?
Oh no, it's definitely not trying to hide the fact that I did it on purpose.
Yeah, no.
But it's like the disclaimer.
You definitely walk Azazel into a few low hanging stalagmites.
Tights are ceiling, mites are floor.
Tights, yeah. I hate ever having to deal with either of those names because I always get it wrong. But yeah,
Hi.
but yeah, no,
You wear your tights high. There you go.
Sure. All right, so yeah, you do walk him into a couple of low hanging stalactites, and just jump out of the way at the last second to make him walk into some boulders and whatnot, and at one point you also make him walk into a stalagmite that was high enough to catch him right in the groin.
Ow.
Yeah. Henna would be petty enough.
Your Henna Lisa's reaction right now.
Yeah, I was gonna-
She is just over the moon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Henna seems like she'd do it.
Yep.
At some point, Bora, Oren, Sir Dilf, Kyler, and Leah, you guys all just notice Azazel just sort of half crouched down in severe pain, and just an evil grin on Henna's face.
That seems a bit unnecessary, but okay.
Just mental note, she must have realized that he's got a charm on someone as well.
I mean, not wrong.
I mean, it also falls under the same type of charm Sir Dilf has on people.
Clearly, both Azazel and Sir Dilf are enchanters. Wait till the
But
bard
Kyler's
gets
also
that
gonna make
ability.
a middle note. The tiny one's got this. I'll leave that one alone.
God.
It's got this.
Any inter-party violence. Ah, clearly they must have been charming somebody within the group. That's Kyler's mindset. Somebody hits Orin. Ah, he clearly must have charmed, Enoch or something.
Well, now, see, what I find really funny about this is because technically Henna has charmed Azazel
Yeah,
with
she has.
magic.
She has.
Yes.
And also,
Yes.
what's called, Kyler hasn't even seen Azazel and Bora interact, so he doesn't even have... It's like, ah, yes, clearly that one must also be using enchantments. Yeah, through
This is
your...
all just big
Through,
understanding.
yeah, through your awkward and painful trek through these caves, with you definitely put Sir Dilf on edge, and he's moving even slower, Kyler.
Out loud, I'm going to be pushing him harder and saying, "Come on, hurry up, go!"
You and Sir Dilf are maybe about like 15, 20 feet behind everyone else as he's watching every step. It's like when you're a kid and you're watching the ground, and making sure you don't step on any cracks or lines in the ground, and then he's just like being very precise, and you're just like, come on, walk. And every time you say that, he keeps replying with, "I would walk faster, but I do not want to cause a sinkhole."
And out loud, what in the world are you talking about? Just go! I'll tell you if you're gonna fall off something.
Alright, I will trust you.
Well, that's a choice.
So that
While we have
I'm
this...
gonna have to roll another one. The psychic persuasions are gonna change to every 15 feet now.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Roll another persuasion check. Are you sure
You're
you
mean.
are... Are you sure you are telling me of each and every hole that appears near me?
You haven't fallen yet, have you?
Not that I am aware of.
are there
Then
even holes in
go!
the ground?
Sorry, what were you saying, Samus?
Are there even holes in the ground?
I mean, there are cracks like a cave has, but nothing like deep and severe. You guys are like 40 feet from a deep fall, but besides that, no.
I mean, it probably just adds like an extra layer of concerning for Sir Dilf when every now and then he hears Azazel cry out in pain.
Yeah, it's just like,
He's walking into shit.
Yeah.
It is a combo attack on this poor man's psyche.
I didn't even mean to. But apparently Kyler and Henna are real good at that 1-2 punch.
We are 1-2 punching the spiders, 1-2 punching Sir Dilf's brain at this point.
Psychological warfare at its finest for someone you guys actively brought into the party. You see, but Kyler, you do see every once in a while Sir Dilf is just looking around at the caves, and he seems to be muttering something to himself.
Part of me really wants to try to figure out what he's muttering. The rest of me just finds this too comical to care.
Your choice.
Sure, we'll try to perceive what he's muttering.
Roll a perception check.
God, I'm not good at these on this character. Yep.
You hear something about... From what you gather, he seems to be talking about the cave system itself, but you can't really exactly figure out what he's saying. Like, it's like specifics in what he's talking about in context.
He's talking about what? You digitized on me.
The cave system itself. Like, he seems to be muttering something about the cave system, but you can't quite tell what the context for it is and what he's talking about.
Hey, angry one. I think your human is muttering about mind worms again. Should we disarm him?
I am not
Leah
speaking
just
of the
said-
mind worms.
Can
You sp-
Leah just make her way back and just like grab Dolph's hand and just move with him and Leah as well? Just like they're not saying anything to Kyler. Just
Sure.
moving him away from Kyler.
Yeah. Gushy one, you are inaccurate with your statements.
Just
Gushing one.
Yeah, he said gushy one.
out to the water.
Increases mind worm attack just off of that was mildly insulting. Just start singing the song that doesn't end.
Okay. At some point, Leah, you hear Sir Dilf humming "This is the song that doesn't end" in his head.
We'll just kind of look at him and be like, "Where did you learn that song?" Just like so tired at this point, like emotionally, like just so tired. Just like, where did you learn that?
I'm unsure, but it seems to be within my memory banks.
Memory banks.
Suddenly he's a construct?
You don't know. He could be a flesh.
Yeah.
He could be a flesh golem.
Can I do a perception check or an investigation check as to why the fuck he knows that?
There's no real way for you to figure that out unless you either A, get the answer from him, which he says that, I don't know, it's just something I remember, or you somehow delve into his memories.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. So I guess I'll just be like, okay. And just like with both Bora and like I've stopped writing at this point because now I have two of them in my
Yeah.
hands.
You're basically
walk
holding
it.
hands with both of them, just walking along.
Yeah.
Like Mage Hand will be your next cantrip.
Yeah.
Go ahead and guide Azazel into another wall.
Oh! Blood. Like, looking back at him for a moment, you see that, like, there's blood trickling from his forehead, like, down on the ridge of his nose, like, between his eyes, and he's just like, don't worry about it. I'm sure it was an accident, like always.
Of course it was. Are you okay?
I'm fine, thank you for asking. You also see now, and by this point, as you guys have been walking, you see, like, a large bruise on his forehead. As you've walked him into, like, 15 stalactites that he's bumped into.
Maybe you try just ducking.
Wow. What?
Walk like a duck. Do the duck waddle.
Just waddle like a duck.
Get a thigh workout as you're crawling through these
God.
caves.
Build that thigh size.
Yes.
His thighs as majestic as Enoch's butter one.
Hey, nobody can have thighs as majestic as Enoch's butter ones.
Oh. I almost drew Butter Enoch in the drawing of Bora. I should have.
Hey. Now we can say that Enoch has thick, buttery thighs.
God.
Is that gonna be the side effect of this? I just constantly like sweat butter and look all oily.
Maybe.
Thick buttery thighs on telescoping legs.
Yup.
We're just gonna create Eldritch Fabio here.
I can't
So we
wait
have
until I
actual
turn into
Fabio
like
and then Eldritch Fabio.
You guys are gonna have
I can't wait
no. You
until
guys
I
are gonna
turn
have
into,
dairy
like,
Fabio.
a Goliath. Just a large, oiled up guy. very muscular legs.
Yeah, no, it was actually a Goliath that was dry, but after turning into his butter form, he now has the ability to butter up his skin in any of his forms.
Excuse me.
I can see it now. I can see now. He's gonna be talking to someone, and he's gonna just say, "Are you trying to butter me up?" and just secrete butter.
God.
That would be terrifying.
I want to imagine it more like I'm just eating breakfast and I just swipe the bread across my skin.
Yeah, he just rubs it on his forehead. He just
You're a
rubs.
butter ganassi.
He just rubs it on his forehead. Oh my God, Enoch is the first and only butter elemental.
Someone tries to grab him for whatever reason, and he just squeaks out of their hands.
Yep. He forever has the freedom of movement spell cast on him.
Enoch just permanently suffers from freedom of movement.
Yeah. Not just for cooking.
Now, I want to imagine it more like we're escaping at some point down some kind of steep hill, and I can just slide on my stomach at that point.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
Penguin.
I would imagine Henna using Enoch as like a buttery slide. A buttery sled.
You're a Joker in penguin form.
Yeah.
This is so cursed.
Alright.
We should probably get out of this tunnel before we spend the whole session.
Yeah.
Talking about a tunnel.
You guys have spent. You guys have so far spent.
Butter.
Yeah. You guys have spent like a quarter of the session actively fucking with each other in these caves.
Pretty much.
Speaking of, Henna, make me a deck save.
Oh boy.
Alright.
Yum.
You see Azazel's legs stick out and try and trip you up, but you manage to jump over it and just continue on as if nothing happened. What's up?
He tried.
He tried. Apparently, Henna is just very lucky.
Got that Enoch luck.
Yes. He tried to trip her. Jokes on him. Enoch gave her the power of butter.
So you've chosen death.
So you've chosen death, I see.
There is now plots happening in Henna's brain.
Alright, so you just continue walking, not mentioning anything. But yeah, eventually the spiders at this point say, "Alright, we're just about there, and then you can speak to our queen. Now, we ask that you do not try any of that malarkey nonsense that you did with us. If you do, all the spiders in these lands will rain down upon you with a fiery vengeance."
A rain of burning spiders. That does sound mildly intimidating.
Our bodies will
like
blot out the
spiders.
light.
I mean, I already can't see right now. That's not much of a difference.
Then you will be the first to go.
The rest of us can see in the dark?
I mean, to be fair, we didn't know that you were sentient.
Well, that's just rude. Do you think just because we look different from you that we are any less intelligent?
No, I don't think that. I'm just saying we're not from around these parts.
And so you immediately, and so you see us and immediately attack us? With no sense of even trying to question whether we could communicate? You, my
We
dear,
were
are
told
a
by
big...
some guy having an orgy that he could send us home.
Yeah.
We were commissioned. Have you ever taken a job?
What is this? Oh, there's a job you speak of.
It's someone pays you for your service, is what it is.
Pays you in what?
Well, in this case, it would have been a ticket home.
Where we're from, spiders don't, as far as I know, don't have sentience.
Debatable.
I mean, I've dealt with the druids before. They would say that all things have sentience. And I'm pretty sure there are spells specifically designed to talk to, like, spiders and stuff. So, you know, not
That's
so
fair.
much agreeing on that part. As in this moment, he's trying to trip up Henna, and she just jumps over his ankle, his foot once again.
I like to imagine they're standing still at this point, and he just tries to, like, sweep kick, and she just lightly jumps.
Yeah, it's basically like it's like a fighting game where he just does like a low crouch kick, trying to catch her off guard, and then she just hops up and it does nothing.
Mortal Kombat!
Dun 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 dun. All Hannah does is just jump.
Leah's betting with Todd to see who will win.
So is Sir Dill still humming under his breath?
Yeah, he's humming that song you switched it to.
So you mean that he's sitting there humming, I want to be your slave, I want to be your master?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, Leah's making a note mentally to herself to talk about, like, the repercussions. She's, like, fully in, like, we have a lot to teach this person.
I like to think Bora can hear all of this, but sees absolutely nothing, and just has this look on her face of, what have I gotten myself into?
Yeah.
I hear leg sweeps, I hear jumping, and I hear Sir Dilf humming, I want to be your slave, I want to be your master, I want to make your heartbeat go like a roller coaster, I want to be a good boy, I want to be a gangster.
Yeah, that.
So yeah, she's just literally got this look on her face. She is very obviously trying to dissociate, but it's not working.
She's trying to, like,
But it's-
stare off into the distance and think about anything else, and she's having the most difficult time. And in the background,
Like,
all you hear is,
This would
Shoryuken!
be an amazing time to try and meditate.
Yeah. In the background, all Bora hears is, Shoryuken!
I want next time Azazel tries to take me out at the kneecaps, I want to jump in such a way that my elbow makes a way into a soft bit.
Jesus
Any
Christ.
soft bit.
Okay,
Just
okay.
one of them.
Just somewhere.
You elbow his tit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
What you do is you specifically, like, end up elbowing his nipple. Just the nipple, not nothing else.
I mean, that still kind of hurts.
Yeah, it would.
It would hurt. And his bony little elbow.
Yep. Like, nothing else. Not areola, nothing, not any part of his chest, just the tip of the nipple.
That would hurt.
That's,
Quick, did you feel any metal?
Oh, God. Ah, just being stabbed in the nipple is a horrifying thought.
Well,
Welcome
remember
to
why
This is the
you
Chaos Crew.
Yep, so yeah. It seems like the spiders are waiting for you guys to finish your little engagements.
You don't even have to throw us in combat, we're gonna fight each other.
Pretty much.
Somebody screams Mortal Kombat, you all immediately turn on one another. Like, at the drop of a hat, immediately just becomes like a battle royale.
And almost all of us are level 3.
Yep. All of you are pretty much level 3.
Azazel just wins the whole thing.
God.
Not if you can't see.
I mean, again, if
You're
you guys...
assuming he's not transported somewhere by Enoch.
You're also assuming... remember, you guys did pretty well against him, and only half of you were fighting him at the time. If the other half fought him, then you guys might win.
The other half were trying to actively help him.
Yeah. The other half were doing nothing or helping him. And then there was just Enoch doing his own thing and then traumatizing Azazel multiple times. And traumatizing everybody with his telescoping legs.
And then getting struck by lightning.
Yeah.
Someone else.
Yep. all he saw was lightning come from Obsidian's back, and then he passed out. But yeah, you guys eventually settle down and finish up, or at least temporarily pause your engagements, rivalries, fucking around, whatever you want to call it, and the spiders lead you to this craggy archway, like of stones, that look different from the normal stones around you. These stones seem to be like purplish blue in nature. They have like a bit of a shine to them, and they seem to like reflect even the faintest bit of light that's being caused from like some of like the tiny mushrooms or like larger mushrooms that are off in the distance. I will say Henna, Bora, and Leah can all make a nature check.
Okay. Or the only one who doesn't know what it is.
Bora's also the only one who's blind out of the three of us.
Yeah, fair enough. You would have had to do it at disadvantage.
Why animal handling?
Why not is the real question.
Because Enoch, that's why.
He was trying to tame a spider, and it didn't work.
With a high enough level in animal handling, you can handle a human.
Bora, you swear for a moment you see a familiar figure out of the corner of your eye.
Oh, that's concerning.
I will look at that area. Also, which?
That's extra concerning because she's blind as fuck right now.
Yeah. When I say that you see the figure, I mean like you don't see like the full details. They just look like from the corner of your eyes like the shape of someone familiar, and it's the person that Bora doesn't want to see the most.
Oh. She's staring dead in that corner.
You quickly whip
But
your head
she
around,
kinda-
and there's nothing there.
She kind of just moves a little closer to Leah. Just kind of actively holds onto her arm.
Alright. You feel her grip get tighter on you, Leah?
Start petting it, like not aware of anything, just kind of like, okay, like, sure.
Alright. But yeah. Leah and Henna, on the other hand, you were both raised within Highmore. And both your families have dealt with this to an extent for varying reasons. But the archway that you're standing in front of, that looks a little different from the general rocks around you, seems to be some kind of archway created entirely of mithril ore. Just the raw material.
Expensive.
Very expensive. Very valuable. Or
If
useful.
only one of us was a rogue, we'd try to steal the door.
Not even the door. It's like an entire section of the wall you'd have to steal.
Stares in Daughter of Merchants.
Did I stutter? We had a rogue that tried to steal it.
Yes, I would like to do.
Cat burglar.
I'd like to do sleight of hand on the wall. Wait, what now? All right, do a roll for me. Rolls a natural 20. Steals wall. Steals wall. Puts in back pocket. Unfortunately, no luck for stealing wall.
Just for shits and giggles, I don't even care. I just want to see if I can roll it.
Sure, everybody who wants to for shits and giggles can quickly just roll a sleight of hand just to see.
Leah got it.
I think would have to be a nat 20 in this case.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, I'll give it a try.
Watch,
How
Cora
does-
can steal it.
Butter Enoch have
No.
a better sleight of hand
Ooh,
than
close.
most of the party.
Yeah. I mean,
I guess
what
you
do
could say
expect?
he has slippery fingers.
Oh my god.
I mean, Leo would have been able to take off like a tiny like fingernail sized chunk. Bora,
Yeah, I think she's gonna do that and like examine it. She's gonna just be like check for quality, I guess.
Sure. Roll me. I'll say with your nature check. It takes you like a minute or two, but you're able to discern that it is very, very pure mithril. Bora, you managed to get like a thumbtack, not a full thumbtack, but like a pin needle hole sized piece of this like shiny material.
That in my pouch.
Yeah. Both of you guys can put mithril sliver into your inventory. Weight 0. Worth unknown. Leah, for you could, I'd say, put worth 50 GP to 100 GP.
What's it called again?
Mithril.
Mithril sliver.
Okay. Mithril sliver, and then how much is it worth?
From what you're able to discern, Leah, 50 GP to 100 GP for the very small piece that you have.
Okay.
Quick, Orin, cast Reduce on the wall.
Reduce his entire dungeon.
Boy, don't know that spell. He's Weather Boy, not Size Boy.
Yeah. I mean, eventually he can be
nothing.
size boy.
And here I thought he would have wanted to be Size Boy.
Hey! Orin is not a size king. Don't think of that little of him.
I, for some reason,
I could have
cannot
said something
find
so
the
mean.
ability to add a custom item to my pouch.
Not to. You can do it to your pouch, but you can just do it for in general.
If you go down to the very bottom, there's other possessions. Just type it in there.
Yeah, you can do that
Okay.
there as well.
Yeah.
That's where I've added my ink of Blossom. Equal Blossom.
your bottle of Blosnin ink. Because why not? Congratulations, you now created a color. Whatever that color is something else entirely.
Mithril. MYTHALLAR.
What?
Wow, that's a
Mithril.
lot. No, it's MITH.
I spelled it.
Yeah.
I spelled it completely different.
Apparently,
Spelled differently in a lot of different.
you guys all.
No, MYTHRIL.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hey! It's a fake substance, so clearly it's MYTH. Wait, what?
I spelled it MITHERAL.
Mithril.
Mithril.
Yeah, mithril. Like Adderall, but something different.
If Adderall was money.
Yes.
Like D&D Beyond has it spelled with an A.
Hmm.
So it's really just however you just so what it is.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's
agree.
the whole thing.
As long as we all know what it is.
Yeah. Very light super substance there. Super alloy.
I mean, I still just want a Vanta Black outfit.
Eventually you can get it.
Oil in your skin. I'm pretty sure.
Hey, eventually Enoch is just gonna get a Blosnin suit.
God.
That Blossoms. Depending on how many paintings I can make with it's dedicated to only the most important of tasks.
Yeah.
So pretty much anything the queen assigns to you.
Mm-hmm. He makes Henna a dress that's just colored blaznin.
I mean, we wouldn't say no.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, only Leah and and Henna are really are the only ones who really know what this wall is and what its worth is.
I got really concerned when I opened the map for a second.
Opens map, has an anxiety
I
attack.
screen to where I just saw the black lines and it's like, what?
looks at map, has an anxiety attack.
Looks at map. Did someone draw a dick?
The correct answer is always yes. But yeah, are you all walking through the archway?
If the spiders went through, then we should.
They went through.
Can I?
Yeah, we'll
Jesus
just
Christ.
continue to follow them.
Yeah, we're just following him at this point, I guess.
I want to confirm.
Laura is watching that place where she saw the shadow.
Yeah, I want to confirm one more time. Are you all walking through the gateway?
All right, can we do a perception check, Rude?
Yeah.
Your choice. Do you want to do a perception check?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
All right. Anybody who wants to can roll a perception check. What are you guys perceiving or trying to perceive?
Nothing, Rude, nothing.
Yeah, any of you who don't have dark vision have to roll with disadvantage.
Yeah, whether it's safe to follow them is what. Oh, nice.
I got a 20.
So
Too
do I have
bad A,
to
Enoch, Butter, and B doesn't
disadvantage?
disadvantage.
Yeah, Butter Enoch has disadvantage.
Aww.
Yeah.
Oh.
You see nothing.
Very focused on that shadow.
I want to imagine Enoch sees everything perfectly and just doesn't think it's important enough to tell anyone else in any form,
Yeah.
as he can't speak.
Bora.
None of us know
Bora,
anything.
you swear Bora, you swear for a moment you hear his voice call out your name from from somewhere in the cave.
23.
She is just going to pretty much just let go of Leah, crouch down, and hold her head. Just covering her ears.
Yeah, that happens.
Leah's gonna follow down to the ground. It cross-legged in front of her, just like doesn't want to touch because things, but like we'll wait.
All right, Sir Dilf just is just sort of like sitting there, like just in a sort of prayer format with his hands like on his knees, just next to you, Leah.
I'm gonna just pat him and be like, "This is nice. Like this is good. You did good."
You did good.
Just to herself.
I didn't catch all. What did you just say?
Bora is muttering to herself in Orin. Just things like, the fuck, why is he here?
Do I get any of that, Rude?
You get fuck here.
Primordial, all you hear is agitated, anxious breathing.
Yeah. Basically, anybody who doesn't understand or know any of the primordial languages. So, Henna, you just hear Bora hyperventilating.
I mean, she's also doing that, but also she can't at the same time.
She has to. She's technically doing both simultaneously. She's talking and hyperventilating simultaneously.
Can Orin hear her?
Yeah.
Can you speak primordial?
He can speak Orin.
Oh, cool.
He can understand it, he can't speak it.
Sorry, yeah, you can understand Orin, but you can't speak it. But yeah, you hear what she's saying.
Okay, so he's gonna go over to her and like kneel down and just try and like comfort her.
You see you see little Butter Enoch in there with a little stone that's in the shape of a spider.
Oh,
What?
kind of adorable.
I'll be wearing that stone-shaped spider on my inkwell head,
Yeah.
like a hat.
Okay, as that's going on, with a 14, do I get if it's safe or not, or if feeling?
You don't know.
Fuck.
You can't
That means
you
it's
can't.
fine.
I was gonna say, unfortunately, you can't see if it's dangerous or not. With a 14. Everybody else, I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
We are all distracted by Bora dropping like a rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So, is there any amount of naturally occurring water nearby?
You don't hear any running water. You haven't seen any water as of yet. No.
Darn. Well, there goes that idea.
Yes, the plan to drown her in a river to end our problems.
No, I was just going to use shape water to splash her in the face and say, this is not the place to kneel down and break down like this. You need to go.
All right. Well, unfortunately, you didn't do that since you don't have water.
Oh no, there's always a plan B. I'm just deciding if it's worth it or not.
I was gonna say
You
you
have water
you
skins.
splash her
Water.
you splash her face with Enoch.
No.
Jesus.
You could also just steal the water from one of our water skins.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have water skins.
I could also just literally make it rain in a cave.
You could. Your choice if you want to or not. The spells come back on a short rest.
Unfortunately, this one is a long rest since it's a Ganassi spell and not a
Right. Yeah, I get it.
Warlock one.
Mm-hmm.
These spiders now. That's like we're sat here.
Yeah, they're just on the other side of the archway, just looking at you, waiting,
Judging silently.
judging silently and not so silently as they seem to be British, talking to one another about you guys.
You know, it keeps his butt. It's like,
I will say after like a minute, Bora will calm down, and she's still really struggling to keep her breathing calm, but she'll like kind of reach out for Leah to help her stand back up.
Yeah, Leah will help her back up and like kind of look at Oren like a little bit panicked because like emotions, and then just like mouth to him like, "Is she okay? Like, like, do you need to stay close?"
He'll just mouth back. She just no. He's
Leah's
not.
gonna frantically be like, "Please stay close. Please stay close. Please stay close."
Oren, roll a quick insight check.
Insight. Come on, give me +5. +5 will help. 16.
16. Okay, yeah, you're able to get that. She wants you to stay close by.
Oh, that's what that was for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not-
I was thinking. I thought you meant insight on Bora.
No one has insight on Bora.
I mean, that's a decision you'll have to make. Anybody who wants to can insight Bora, but no.
Yeah. I guess I just never mind. Yeah, he'll stay with the 2.
All right.
Great. Also, Gaston is here.
Yeah, Gaston is also just there kneeling.
I help him back up too. Like, I'm not gonna just leave him there.
Sure, you just leave him there for dead.
Yeah, I help him up, and I'm like holding him too.
All right, yeah, you help him up.
Increases the volume that I am humming in his head.
All right.
You ever notice that you can't think louder or quieter?
God. Yeah, apparently.
You're gonna break everybody else's brain.
All right.
So,
So, what are you guys doing now as the spiders are waiting for you on the other side of the gate?
Leah's gonna wait until somebody else walks through first.
I'm hoping and praying that my shenanigans have gotten Gaston to start singing out loud.
Utter Enoch
Oren's
walks
gonna
through
look
the
at
gates.
yeah, I was about to say Oren was gonna tell Enoch to walk through first.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say it's a trend, but Henna can go. She went first last time. Look how well that turned out.
Yeah, Leah's gonna look over to Henna and just be like, no, 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 no.
She's gonna have taken like a step towards the gate and then like make eye contact with Henna and very quietly step back.
Would I know the direction of the gate, or is it just black for me?
You can see a little bit of the gate because it's reflecting a little bit of light.
Bora just starts walking. She wants to get the fuck out of this cave.
Okay.
Leah is dragged behind her, like trying to stop her, but
All right. So I want to confirm, Bora, you walk through the gate.
Yes.
One last time. I wanna make sure this is what you want to do.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Bringing his stuff
As
out.
Bora walks through the gate, you watch as she gets to the other side. That's about it.
okay. And I let her drag me through, and then I promptly drag Gaston through.
As you're
Immediately gonna follow after that.
as you're about to start dragging Gaston through, as she's on the other side, a puff of smoke appears, and she's now the same size as the other two phase spiders, but now where Bora once stood is now a very fuzzy tarantula, a very gigantic fuzzy tarantula.
Yeah, that doesn't bother Leah. She's kind of like, all right, like we're learning new experiences. We're gonna get this, and she still walks through.
You walk through it. Yeah, okay.
Bora's fine with this.
Because then I assume one of like whatever, like mandibles or whatever, is still holding on to Leah. So.
Sure. So
For nightmare ambush, Kyler's gonna walk up behind Oren, grab his arm, and we're going through the gate.
all right.
No, 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 no.
All right. All right. What's called? You guys both go through the gate. Kyler, you turn into a hobo spider, and and Oren, you turn into a basic house spider, but also very large.
Enoch is somewhere in this mix.
Yeah.
He's still
He's a butter spider.
I was gonna say, you turn into a butter spider. It's just a clay. It's just your form is altered slightly into amorphous, multi-legged butter.
Okay, can we please make it canon that I now have 6 very muscular,
Yeah,
long, telescopic legs?
I was gonna say you have.
basically a daddy long legs, but with like human muscular legs.
Oh no! I was actually about to say like Enoch turned his legs are daddy long legs, spider legs, and there are about 6 large muscular telescoping spider legs.
That's fine. I'm happy with that result.
Did you pick this spider for Kyler on purpose?
Huh?
Did you pick our spiders that we turned into on purpose?
Maybe not. Why?
Yeah, because I just double checked if a hobo spider is poisonous, and it literally says that it is not considered toxic to humans.
Mm-hmm. I know.
And that
not
is
eat it.
truly in part with the way I've described Kyler's personality.
I know.
Did you do this on purpose?
I did.
I thought so.
I want to know why tarantula, but I love tarantulas, so I don't care at the same time.
I mean, remember, part of their defense mechanism is they throw their hairs in the air to blind things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Henna's
Leah.
gonna pause on the other side of the gate and just go, "Is this permanent?"
As all the spiders look to you, but Leah, you go through the gate with Sir Dilf, and you see that Sir Dilf turns into a large Goliath spider.
Can you spell that? I'm looking them up.
Goliath, it's basically is spelt the same way that Goliath is in D&D.
Never mind. I think it's a Gallic or something.
Gallic spider, yes.
They're bird eaters.
Yep.
They're a giant spider.
They are
They
the
look a lot
lar-
like tarantulas.
They are the largest in the world.
Oh, because it belongs to the tarantula family.
Hmm.
I want to try to be a tap dancing spider for a second.
The males
Sure.
live 3 to 6 years. The females live 15 to 25.
Yep. All right.
You're
Cool.
a beautiful tap dancing spider.
Mm-hmm.
I am fabulous.
Yeah. So yeah, Henna, the last one.
Suddenly there's just a spider sitting there doing the river dance.
Yeah, the last ones on the other side of the gate are Azazel and Henna.
What's
I
Leah?
want to know if it's permanent.
You don't know. Nobody's giving you any answer. You just see the spider's eyes looking at you.
What's
One of
Leah?
them doing the river dance.
Oh.
Can Orin try to walk back through the gate?
Sure, you walk through the you walk through the gate, and you're still a large horse, like a large golden retriever sized house spider.
Amazing.
Come on, Hannah, would you rather be the only human in the group now, or do you want to join the spider group?
I don't want anything.
Wait, is Leah also a spider? Or is she the Goliath spider, or was Gaston?
Sorry, Gaston is a Goliath spider. I forgot to say Leah's. Leah, you are. Let me find it.
I would say a huntsman, just off the top of my head.
I was gonna say you're a golden silk spider.
Eh, similar.
Some kind of orc weaver.
That's funny. That's really ironic, Rune.
Yeah. What's it called? Enoch is the large is the daddy long leg spider.
Pretty much,
So
yeah.
we have the spider that is technically closer related to a crab. We have an orb weaver, a funnel web, 2 types of tarantula. We have poor basic regular web spinning spider,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're waiting to see what the other 2 become.
Yep.
Come on, come through the gate.
I'll go through the gate.
All right.
Leah's gonna definitely
You
Hannah
get-
walks toward her and is gonna do a happy little spider thing.
All
I don't know
right.
what happy spiders
You
like,
get
but
you get through the gate, Henna, and you all watch as Henna is now a golden retriever sized black widow. And then Azazel gets through the gate, and he is a large.
Beautiful.
And Azazel gets through the gate, and he is a large wolf spider.
that makes sense.
Aww.
The venom of
Azazel is my cousin?
What was that?
So Azazel is suddenly my cousin?
Yeah.
Mhm. The venom of a golden silkwood spider is very similar to a black widow spider.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
That's super
Of course,
cool.
the 2 dangerous girls are the dangerous spiders.
Like, I'm being honest, I did actually think about each of these for all of you.
I'm glad. 'cause I'm
That makes that one gif with the tit spider even more amazing.
Yep.
Because that was a tarantula.
Yeah, and you basically now just now it's not Bora that looks like Lucas' spider. Which one? I can't really tell what kind of spider Lucas' spider is. He's a wolf spider, isn't he? Or no?
yeah,
He'd be closer to Orin.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Orin.
Mm.
He's a
yeah.
regular house spider.
But yeah, you guys are all on the other side of the gate now, and you can all communicate with each other normally.
Yeah, Leah's like kind of chittering excitedly, like chittering either in like a new spider language or whatever, or chittering like just like frantic, fast-paced language, just like very excited.
Yeah, no, legitimately, Sir Dilf
Can we
is.
see in the dark now?
Yeah, all of you guys can see in the dark.
Bora is
Just
investigating
violent.
everything.
All right,
Just make it the
you
same
you
noise
walk
as I would.
around and you start walking on the walls and you investigate everything and what you thought you saw before you have no proof that it was there ever.
She doesn't know how to feel that.
I'm just gonna continue the river dance.
Sure, you have one of your spider people river dancing nearby.
Orin is just making the same sounds I was just a few minutes ago.
Mhm.
He wants to go home right now. He just wants to go home.
Yeah.
He's had enough excitement for one lifetime.
Yeah. He's now become the thing he fears. He's now Spider-Man.
We're all Spider-Man at this point.
Fair.
Wouldn't it be Man Spider?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, Leah's just like hopping from side to side with her like banana spider legs, just
Yeah, I
excitedly.
fully bet that she attempted to drag Gaston, which I don't even know what that looks like, over to where Henna and Azazel are, and then just started chattering like, look, say like this now, and I can do this. And
Oh,
look,
you-
I wonder what the interactions like.
All-
How will mated work
yeah.
like this?
All of you guys are about this. All of you guys are roughly about the size of the two face spiders, and Gaston is about the size of like 3 of you put together.
Yeah, is he like willingly being dragged or?
He's willingly walking. You're holding on to one of his like arms, and the other like 5 are walking in the direction you're dragging him to.
Very excited, like shakes. I just spiders shake. Bora, you said you like spiders.
Yes.
Yeah,
right now
Zane.
Bora is a little distracted. She she is just investigating and eventually just hops off of the ceiling and is like, we need to get out of here now. I am not okay.
So
I
I
was
would
gonna
like
say
to
Enoch
point
is still
out,
like gliding on butter rather than actually like walking.
Oh no, yeah, you're basically like Gmod, like unrendered texture just gliding across the ground with your 6 legs. Your 6 massive
and I would like to point
telescoping
out when I
legs.
say that Kyler is tap dancing the river dance as a spider, I mean literally he's got 2 sets of legs on the ground, so he's got 4 legs as he's standing upright like a person, tap dancing the river dance while the others are on his hips.
That.
Very complex image.
Very complex, very disturbing anatomy.
Very do not want.
Hmm.
That's a very excited spider.
Yes.
Now
The
that Enoch
peacock
can
spider.
see, I
Yep.
think he's following the 2 ahead.
What was that crash?
What crash?
Yeah, what crash?
I heard something fall in the not the living room, the laundry room.
Oh.
It was probably your cat.
Probably. I don't know.
Turns out it's
Nothing's actually fallen.
turns out it's a Goliath spider the size of a horse.
Please no.
Hannah's gonna look at Sir Dilf in wonder because he's so much bigger than us, and she's gonna climb up on his back. Because
You are
she wants to.
like a little spider hatchling. You are now on you're now on Spider Dilf's back.
Yes.
Spider Dilf. Spider
So what you're saying is we
Spider
basically
Dilf.
have our own ride around town.
Yes.
She's kind of nestle in there. I'm like, yes, I live here now.
I have a new thing to add to my little profile now.
This is my home.
I'm nestling in here or Spider Dilf. It's one or the other.
It's Spider Dilf.
Yeah.
Leah sees that and is like not happy to have lost the attention, but then full attention on Azazel. Now, full attention just chatter to Azazel.
Yeah, what's she saying? Or is she just making sounds?
She's just like, it sounds just kind of like a really fast pace. Like, oh, I wonder like if my legs, like what do my legs do? Like, can I bend them like this? I wonder what maidens like in this position. I wonder how spiders mate. Do you know how spiders mate? Like, what's this like? I really don't know how this is like. I wonder if I can write my journal like this. Is this gonna be too much? Like insane.
Yeah, as you're doing all
when-
this, Leah,
When you ask,
no, she's basically just
very much
blurting.
like to say
Yeah,
that
she's basically
the
blurting all
player
this.
of Leah, please remember to breathe.
Yeah. To be fair, she
when you ask
channeled
about the
Leah's energy.
reproduction, Bora's going to just call over. The women tend to eat their mates.
Leah gets very excited at that.
I assume that in that moment, Hannah just looks towards Azazel.
Yes. I was actually thinking, like, how can I make a spider grin evilly?
Like, I like to imagine she's buzzing and happy, and Bora overhears the question about how do spiders mate, and she just calls over as she's frantically pacing. Female spiders tend to typically eat their mates after laying eggs.
Yeah,
And
you
she
see.
just stares at it.
Yeah, you just see Azazel just back up from all the ladies a few feet.
Basil has a lot of uncomfortable attention.
Like, remember, he was still right behind Hannah, and then he has Leah just running up to him and blurting all this, and then probably, like, Bora just came close by to mention this to Leah, and so he's basically surrounded by all three of the girls after Bora said this.
So, I
So
know
you
it's
seem like
not
back-
spider-related, but it did
Yeah.
remind me of how octopi mate. And did you guys know that a male octopi will literally tear his dick off and throw it at a female to try to mate?
Yeah.
Good for that.
I
They
did
fill
know
an
that.
entire tentacle with sperm and then rip it off.
Yep. God bless Mother Nature.
She's frantically talking about hatchlings. She's now switched over to hatchlings. Like, how many babies do you suppose we could have? I wonder what this is like. Like, just
I think at this point, it's actually helping Bora calm down. She's just saying spider facts.
She's just
Like,
listening
they usually lay
to.
roughly 1 million eggs.
Yeah.
She's listening to
She's just
Leah's.
calmly answering spider facts.
Yeah, she's listening to Leah's like ADHD riddled questionnaire about everything regarding spiders, and she's just answering all of them.
yeah, Leah's full attention is now on Bora. Like, somebody knows the answer to my questions. I ask.
It is helping her calm down.
Can we make webs?
Do you guys try?
I want to try.
Oh,
Okay.
Bora can't make webs.
Nope.
All right. For any of those whose species of spiders can make webs, you guys can create webs, essentially casting the web spell at will.
What's the
So everybody but Azazel, Sir Dilf, and Bora.
Yeah.
Do you need more?
Pretty sure Enoch as well.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, it's basically
it
all the
doesn't
people. It's all the people that can't see in the dark who can't create webs.
I see in the dark.
I see in the dark.
No, I said it's the people that can't see in the dark that can create the webs.
yeah.
Oh, sorry, that can't
I
create
mean,
webs.
Kyler can see in the dark because of his class.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like all of you guys are spiders, but I meant it's just like it's funny how the people who normally don't have dark vision cannot create the webs.
I think after a couple minutes of watching, and calming down, Bora's going to just calmly look at the face spiders and say, "I'm ready to go now. Where now?"
Taurus, all right, follow us, and they just start skittering across, and eventually like loop around the wall and go up towards the ceiling.
She just follows.
You guys follow them, getting a new perspective on life. And a perspective on,
Kyler
gravity.
follows too.
She's still mildly anxious and wants to get out of the cave, but now she's calmed down again.
Eventually, the spiders get to, like, a large chasm and say, alright, so now you're going, for those of you who can, you're going to have to swing across the gorge. Watch us do it and then follow suit. And they create some webs and swing across from one end of the chasm to the other.
Who doesn't know how to make webs?
Azazel, Bora, Enoch, Sir Dilf, and that should be it, yeah.
You say that like we just know how to do it anyway.
Yeah.
You guys can try.
Can we try
Well,
to
I
make?
mean, it is technically just flexing abdominal muscles and secreting a sebaceous fluid.
It is.
How large is this gorge?
It's like forcing yourself to pee.
Yeah, it's like
That
six.
image is not helping. Thanks.
Yeah, it's like it's like 60 feet across.
I guess Enoch can't just like stretch his extra long legs out.
No, unfortunately, he
I like
can't
to think-
telescope
I like
legs.
To think that right now, Orange is completely dissociating and just following everyone.
Is there any way to like make a little bridge or something out of like, I don't know, fucking
Webs?
webs? Yeah.
You can attempt to.
Okay, let's try that.
All right.
And you not just slide up to the ceiling and then slide across other than
All right. Roll me sleight of hand check for.
Oh, that would be terrifying.
Leah, Henna, I guess Orin, and Kyler can roll a sleight of hand check, or two of you can do it with advantage.
I just had this image in my head of if Bora still had her levitate available.
She levitates as a spider.
That
Wow,
would be
13.
terrifying.
Oh wait, no, with 13 and 15, I rolled it 3 times. My bad.
No, it's fine.
Luckily, 2 of them were 13.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh.
And since it's supposed
All right.
to be advantage, I'll roll it again.
Cool.
Not
20
much difference.
And 15. All right. It looks like the further end of the bridge is a little weaker on its web creation. As those of you who can excrete the webbing, it feels like you're trying to push something out of your belly button using just your abs.
Yeah, Leah's vocalizing all of this. Anything she's feeling, she's just like, I hope somebody remembers this so I can take notes on it later.
Please remember the sensation so we can question each other later.
It's fully detailing this in like every detail. And
Oh,
also she's like, what does the webs look like? Like, do they have specific, do they just all look like generic spider webs?
Yeah, they
Oh
look
my
like,
god, please let the caster's webs look different.
Sure. What's called Kyler's
Orange
webs.
has webbing through it.
Kyler's webs are a little more like moist and soggy, like to an extent, but they're still like as, I guess, tensile as the other webs. Orange webs are a little more puffy and almost cloud-like. Henna's webs are very much like almost like violin strings, very like thin and tight and taut. And Leah's webs are generally very normal, but they also like each time it's something moves across, it like gives off like an odd reverberation. Also,
Yeah,
Leah, you have much wider field of view than you normally have as an elf.
Yeah, is
Like-
very excited about everything. And
Yeah,
also
you
has
can-
immediately run over to Oren and Henna to like be like, look at the webs, look at the webs. In an attempt
Yeah.
to just be like very excited.
Yeah, you're basically able to see like over towards your back even. It's you've got a lot of sight.
Yeah, she's in full, like, anything bad from earlier. Like, she still fucking hates Kyler, but, like, it's, like, going to avoid him. But it's still, like, all the bad things that happened earlier. It's like, everything is great now.
And I would imagine that
pat Leah on the head with one of her little spider legs.
sure, you see this Black Widow walk over and like pat the head of this this banana spider.
Full just starts circling Henna, like,
Yeah, just
Like,
Leah's
wait-
jumping from side to side all around the Black Widow. Oh god. And thus the party was broken by turning into spiders.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're-
at some point, Bora's just like, "Can we go?"
Yeah, they eventually finish up the bridge of webs, and those of you who can make it across, who weren't able to create webs, are now able to make it across, and the last one up is Spider Dilf.
Spider Dilf. Spider Dilf.
Spider Dilf
Yeah.
does whatever a Spider Dilf does.
Yeah. What's it called? As he's getting across the bridge, at first he's fine, but then when he gets towards the later half, you see it starting to like give way to an extent from his from like the pure mass of him.
Is there any way to reinforce it, or like to like put some webbing on him just in case he falls, like a safety harness?
Well, you guys didn't do that before, but like as for reinforcing it, you guys already reinforced as much as you could with your 15. I'm basically just gonna have to roll for him to see how quickly he can get across before it collapses. If it collapses.
Amazing.
There, I updated the profile again.
Yeah. Let's see how Spider Dilf does in terms of speed.
Oh my god.
So, to give you guys an understanding, like in terms of your stats right now, you have your mental stats, so like your intelligence, wisdom, charisma, they're the same. But your physical stats are that of a giant wolf spider.
What does that even mean?
What does that mean?
Some people it's an improvement. For other people, it is not.
What I mean is that like you guys can do what a giant wolf spider can. Like it's a D&D monster. Like it's just a stat block.
So it's the strength,
Strength,
and
dex,
con?
strength, dex, con. It's like physical abilities. It's by blah blah blah.
Your strength is now a 14, your dexterity is a 16, and your constitution is a 12.
That's not the one that I pulled up.
I pulled up giant spider.
Giant wolf spider.
Hmm.
12, 16, and 13?
I think I can send.
Yeah, 12,
Decent
12 16, and
screenshot.
13.
Yeah.
They're called banana spiders. I'm so
All of those are worse.
I mean,
Only
for
strength and dex are better for
I
me.
was gonna say for like Bora maybe, but for some other characters it's better.
All I
Yeah,
have to say
for
is
Bora, all of those are worse. Like, a lot worse.
All right, you guys watch as Sir Dilf makes his harrowing journey across the bridge, jumping from thread to thread, and eventually makes it towards the end before it collapses and he starts falling. And he just starts climbing up the side of the ledge.
Do we all
So
just
he
stand
wasn't-
on the edge?
Yeah, you guys all stand over the ledge and have that moment of, oh, did he die? And then like you just see him like clinging onto it with like 4 of his legs, and then starts climbing up. It seems I have escaped the jaws of death for now. Chitter chitter.
I totally do the Lucas the Spider gif like like the one I did earlier where it's just him waving that forelimb and just say, hi.
Yep.
Leah's gonna go climb on
Bora
top of
was
him.
just sitting there with her legs crossed in a sassy position.
Sure, a sassy
A
spider
sassy
position.
spider.
Yeah. Yes, the sassy spider position, well known across the world. So yeah, you guys continue on, Leah clinging on to the back of Spider Dilf.
Yeah, Leah didn't have a great time when she thought he was gonna die. She kind of calmed down a little bit after that.
You guys continue, and over the next like 10 minutes or so, you see more and more phase spiders like out of little holes. I say little, but like holes in the walls. Like the walls all around you now look like Swiss cheese.
I tried to look up Sassy Spider, and I
I did
don't know
too.
why it shocked me that Angel Dust was there.
I looked up Sassy Spider and the one I posted is one of the first ones that came up.
Damn, that's amazing.
And for me, it's just Angel Dust.
Angel dust.
He is a Sassy Spider.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No. Why?
Look, group chat is not a good place for you right now.
This whole game is not a good place for me right now.
Never leaving this cave.
Yeah, let's hurry up and get out so that way we can avoid
Stop traumatizing your bestie.
Yeah, I feel bad now.
This is just torturous hell. I'm trying to make it as quick as possible, but you guys are enjoying it way too much. Except for Samus.
Yeah, let's just hurry up and get past the spider part.
Yeah.
For Samus's sake.
I mean, don't let me like. I hate it, but like, do what you want to do.
It's fine.
Just gonna be disassociating the whole time.
I'll just be disassociated.
Don't worry, I'm not here. I'm currently
right
in the
there with
Bahamas.
Honestly.
You know, I do that at work all the time. Don't worry.
But yeah.
We just run script at work.
So yeah,
Yeah.
you guys see more and more face spiders start coming out, and the scenery has changed where the rocks along the walls have become this like deep purple, and there are more and more of those large mushrooms all around that are to you just the size of massive trees, and glowing and giving off some level of illumination within these caves. And eventually you go through this network system of caves that leads to this very large expansive opening where the mushrooms are lined up in rows, and there seems to be a path towards this large webbed cocooned area. Tally-ho! We're almost there. As the phase spiders continue.
It just keeps falling.
Yeah. But what you guys notice is that while you're walking is that all the phase spiders are looking at you, leering. Not saying anything.
Leer. What type of leer is it, Rune?
It's not a judgmental leer. It's just a hard stare. Like you know when you've been stared down by like a meth addict or something?
Right.
Oh,
I mean,
Yes.
yeah, I'm from New York, but
Hey,
I'm gonna just stop saying funny shit right as I put food in my mouth.
no.
I'm gonna die.
You do realize that I can't stop. If I did, then I would never be saying anything funny.
That's true.
I would like to just say that Kyler is going to do the most Scottish thing under the sun.
He's gonna challenge them to a Highlander duel.
No, he's going to do the Scottish version of flipping them the bird, and he's going to mime like he's flipping up the back end of a kilt with his rear legs.
Jesus.
Okay, sure. Roll a disrespect check, which is I'm gonna count as charisma.
disrespect check.
Disrespect your surroundings.
Yeah. 7. Not all that disrespectful, mainly because you realize that you've probably fucked up the movements a few times in your attempt.
Probably. I'm not used to having all these extra limbs.
Yeah, it's too many limbs, and it's an awkward thing, and you're not actually wearing a kilt, so you can't actively do it, so you're trying to pantomime, and it just looks awkward, and you're feeling off.
Oh
But
my
as-
god. Can I spin myself a kilt?
Sure, over the course of the next 5 minutes, you spin yourself a web kilt.
I would like to,
I like to think that if Bora sees this, she's just going to rub at her face with one of her legs.
Sure.
Hannah would like to attempt to spin a instrument out of her weapon.
How's that gonna work?
I'm trying to think of what
I
instrument.
think that she would string it between like some of her limbs, maybe.
Sure, you with the right side of your body, like the right legs of your body, you now have a lyre.
And I'm gonna play it with one of my other limbs.
Sure.
Just concerned, gentle playing.
But yeah, during all this time while you were even creating your kilt and your harp, the spiders have been watching you, And at this point, they're jumping from side to side in unison.
Leah's doing that thing where she stares, and then it's just like the creepy stare that she did the first day you guys met her, and it's just like watching them so she can take notes later.
Yeah, you're watching them, and Henna's playing this concerning music while you guys are all traveling, watching this happen.
This is honestly the best performance I've ever had.
roll me a performance check.
I did. Look,
Oh, 25. Yeah, you did.
performance I've ever done.
Wow, you can't play for a dragon when you need to, but you can play for 10,000 phase spiders.
Yeah.
Dance start playing again.
Sure, yeah. What's it called? Kyler is river. Oh god, Kyler is river dancing with his with his spider Scottish kilt on.
Spider kilt. Spider kilt.
Oh, my
Bora's
God.
dissociating again.
Can we, like, I don't know, like, wrestle Bora and Orin back onto Gaston, and, like, so they're both disassociated right now, so they don't fall or some shit?
Sure, you just see a very disassociating Bora and Orin just on the back of
Well,
of Spider Dilf.
Well, the thing about Bora's dissociation is she's just done with this place. She's seen two things. Actually, she's seen one thing and heard one thing that almost gave her a full-blown anxiety attack. She's ready to get the fuck out of there.
Charisma characters are sitting there playing a song and dancing.
Yep.
Yeah, her dissociation is purely, now is not the time or place to have a breakdown.
Now is not the time. Now is not the time. Now is not the time. She just keeps reminding herself in her head.
Pretty much, that's it.
Apparently now we're dealing with a depressed spider.
Yeah.
Look me in the eye and tell me none of you
not
saw
even
this coming.
I mean, it's not even depressed, it's just,
I know.
I'm ready to go.
It's just apathy. It's just the mood of I'm done with this shit. That's all.
Yeah, pretty much, that's it.
But yeah, so you guys go further and further, and eventually you guys start hearing drum beats coming from all around the cave systems around you, like echoing off the walls.
I don't see how this would be any problem for Kyler or Henna. We'll probably just start playing and dancing in rhythm with the drums.
Yeah, I'd like to adjust my tune so it matches the drum beat.
Sure. I'll say with your 25, you're able to quickly, within like 10 seconds, adjust your tune, so that you're now like playing along with the drum beat. And eventually you guys hear dun 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 dun, like with Henna's like lyre in the background, but the drum beats are like dun 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 dun, and eventually you start seeing the spiders like shimmy and boogie.
As there's now just a spider standing up, tap dancing his way down the hallway on
Fair
his
enough.
rear four legs.
Pretty much.
Yeah, Bora's just dissociating again. She's just chilling. She's chilling on Dilf Spider.
Yeah, and eventually you guys hear from all the spiders around you, like a cacophony of voices. We're gonna take you to the YMCA! And as that plays for a while you're going down the hall, while Kyler is spider tap dancing down the hall, and Henna's using half her body as a harp, and then Orin and Bora are disassociating real hard.
The essence of our party right here.
Pretty much.
Eventually, after like another minute or two of this happening all around you, you guys get into this like giant walled off web section, and get to it, and the space spiders that you've been traveling with say, "All right, now, seems like you do not wish to enjoy the exercise regiment, but if that's the case, then you are free to go into the Queen's domain." From here, you just follow the red web and you'll meet the queen. What are you
Did you
waiting
say
for?
follow the red worm?
Red web.
Web.
Okay, I heard worm because you digitized.
Follows a red worm, goes off in a completely different direction, gets further lost in the Feywild.
That reminds me, worm is an expression I've never thought of as a cool, but I went to check my Pride chat after a while, and someone responded to something with worm, and then kept talking.
I think they might have had a typo and meant to type word.
Oh no, it had the same effect.
Fair. Worm indeed.
Worm.
I'm back.
Worm
Welcome
indeed.
back.
We're still spiders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that to be different.
You're also on.
One of us now is built with a lute in their arms, and the other is wearing a kilt.
Yes, I was here for that.
Yeah.
You are with Bora on Gaston.
Yes, I was here for that too.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
So yeah, do you guys enter the webby domain?
Yes, we should.
All right. As you enter
I
in,
wasn't here.
as you enter in, you're filled with the sight of webs all around you. But one of them is different in particular. You see this red web that seems to be leading you somewhere.
Oh no, the red string of fate.
Seems trustworthy.
Follow the red web. Follow the red web.
Yep.
Follow the yellow brick road.
Follow the yellow brick road. For the next 4 hours, I just recreate the. I just recreate the Wizard of
The
Oz.
Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Which version of the Wizard of Oz? The one that's really gross and adult, or the child-friendly one?
Clearly the Grimm's fairy tale one. Get it right.
I just want to imagine we meet the queen and figure out it's just some like random goblin sitting behind a screen.
I am not the man you are looking for. I am not the woman you are looking for.
No.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
Yeah, sorry,
I mean, we are looking to go home. This fits the theme.
I don't know how to get home.
Yeah, you guys all click your heels. The only one that stays is Butter Enoch.
Is that an option?
No. Hannah will web Enoch to her.
Nah, it's one of
Days
those.
later, Enoch appears. He's now the king of the Fae.
Yeah. He's now usurped Titania and Oberon. But yeah, you guys follow the web, and what feels like a few hours later, there's this massive clearing in all the webs, and you see what looks to be a large party room made completely out of webs, like tables, chairs, the whole shebang. And over off on the far end, there seems to be some kind of web throne. Who enters my domain?
Oh, God.
Oh
That
no.
was not what I was expecting.
When is anything I've done ever what you expect, really?
I said it before and I'll say it again. Every week it's just like I was expecting something and it wasn't that.
Pretty much.
Like, I have to match your
Voice.
guys' energies to keep sane.
I would like to grab the edges of my spiderweb kilt, and I'm just going to give a quick little curtsy to the queen.
Oh, are you mighty nice? Come here, sugar.
My God.
What? I
Oh my God.
couldn't understand a word of that. I got.
You digitized so bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
All I got was "come here, sugar," and I'm living for it.
Yeah. All you hear this like voice from somewhere, and it says, "Well, aren't you mighty nice? Come here, sugar."
Oh, that's what it said.
I guess we will approach the throne.
I think just Kyler.
No.
Everyone, sticking back.
Or will eventually just step off of Gaston and slowly walk up.
All
I
right.
think Henna's gonna walk up and give a formal, polite greeting as best she can with spider arms.
Sure. You use one arm to like curtsy and the other 5 to like to just crouch down, like just all like just going further into the ground.
Seeing the respect everyone else gives, Enoch will like raise one leg up and take his little stone spider hat off and give it a tip as he...
Yeah. As you do that, you hear, Horace, is that you? And you see like this massive elephant-sized spider come rushing towards Orin.
No, oh, no.
On the back of Dill.
Yeah, on the back of on the back of Daddy Dilf, and
Amazing.
Anybody who's looking notices that this thing's gaze is on the little jar that is in one of Orin's palms.
What?
Oh, so it's focused on Enoch.
Okay, that makes more sense.
No, I'm not specifically torturing you.
Wow, I would
Yeah,
not
I'm sure it feels
have
like it.
thought that. I would not have guessed. Not at all.
I'm
Not
sure
one
it
bit.
feels like it.
Is she focused on Enoch or Enoch's friend on his head?
It seems like she's focused on Enoch. Horace, is
But
that
spiders
you
are a
after?
real thing.
Horace, is that you after 45 years? Get out there, fool! Come say hi to your wife.
You're married.
You're married.
You're married?
I assume Enoch still can't talk since he's still butter, right? Just makes it
Nope.
better that way, so...
Nope.
I like to imagine it's the 3, you're married. Just like, you're married, I'm married.
Enoch, like, holds up one leg, and he jumps to the ground, and he draws. He draws a immaculate picture explaining how she's wrong, and he is the great Arachnok who looks to
God.
spread the word of the chosen one.
Roll me a
D.
roll me a D100. Roll me a D100. Yeah, unfortunately it looks like a bunch of scrawling.
Okay, not gonna lie, Arachnok is kind of clever.
Yeah, Arachnok, damn it, you got me on that one. I'm gonna give you an inspiration for pulling the wool over my eyes. I was like, oh, nobody could really pull a spider pun out of their own name.
You're good.
He's always been the strong,
Enoch will
silent
look very
type.
proud of himself after he's
Yeah.
finished scribbling this on the ground, probably with like a sharp edge of a rock or something.
Yeah. Come here and give me some butter, fool.
Oh, butter spiders are a real thing.
Laura's intensely watching this.
I assume Leah's also intensely watching this.
Oh yeah, fully. Fully is just kind of like it's suddenly a wild new interest in Enoch.
I
Henna
think
is
at
also
some point,
incredibly invested.
Enoch
I think
will
at some point
definitely-
Laura is going to just say, take him.
No, don't take him. He's mine.
So I just
No,
gave you
no,
3
don't say
spider
that.
name puns.
Don't say that. Do not say that. Not in front of the Spider Queen.
Do you say that, Henna? Zane, to answer your question, there's no magic to it. I just do them. It's just randomly a voice will appear in my head and I'm like, that's the one I'm doing. Okay, apparently. There's no mysticism, I'm just an idiot. Oh my god. Alright.
Enoch will definitely rub a butter leg over her when she says, "Give me some butter."
Okay. One of her like massive legs comes down and like picks you up, Enoch, and comes towards your face. Are you saying for her to stop, Henna?
I don't think she's here, right?
Yes, I am displeased with this turn of events.
Okay.
Do you voice your displeasure at this turn of events?
Yes.
All right.
Is our Borantula about to be doing anything?
Horace, is this the woman you left me for? And she's immediately looking towards you, Henna. Are you the one that my man ran away with?
Are you sure you know him?
This is
Great.
my husband,
Great.
Horace, 100%, dog. I know that slippery kiss anywhere.
He has always been butter. This is new.
This is new.
This is new.
I would like to give the queen just such a sincere look and try and convey the "'tis true. This form, it is not for me. I have not been like this for long, and I'm sure I will not remain."
Roll me a performance check as you're basically playing charades. And doing an
I want
interpretive
it
dance.
to be a super deep message, just in like a single look.
Yeah. Like, for Enoch, it's been 10 years of him relaying this message. For everyone else, it's like half a second of him looking at her, then looking back at Henna.
And probably making it so much worse.
Yeah.
At this point, Bora is back to just sitting down, and she's just propping her head up on her front legs, just enjoying the show.
I would love to see fan art of Borantula just sitting there watching this.
Fair.
I don't want to pull out my art pad.
But yes, Rune, I gave you 3 name puns. I couldn't
Yeah, I
think
saw.
of anybody else's name puns for spiders.
I saw. I'm gonna say Barantula works. The Wall Kyler, seems a little weak.
Yeah, Wall Kryler was the weakest of them.
Mm-hmm.
Arachnok was honestly the one that got me started with trying to think of the puns.
Yeah, that one was the first one that's the placeholder.
But Borantula and Arachnok are the best.
Mm-hmm.
Leah's gonna lean over to Orin and be like, "This is worse than the time my mom caught my dad coming home from his fish and chip with his buddy, Lutheran." and then just go back to watching.
You just do that as you're just munching on some nearby flies.
Your father's name Protestant.
As basically, Henna, this elephant-sized spider is just yelling at you, berating you, like slandering you, talking about how you slept with her man and stole him.
I actually did start doodling, and I realized Bora's scar would go through like 2 of the spider eyes.
Oh yeah, 100%. Just 2, like full scars over 2 of the eyes.
So she's just like partially blind as a spider.
No, not really partially blind, but more like it's one of those anime things where it doesn't hit the eye, but it's just like above the eye and below the eye where the scar is. But like for 2 of them.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Anyway, here's Sassy Borantula.
Oh god.
But like a quick 30-second sketch.
It's just stick figures. But yeah, you're now being berated.
Much.
You're now being berated by what you can only assume is the Spider Queen.
I think at this point, Henna's just gonna look at Enoch instead and just be like, but And then she's just gonna kind of go, servant, come. And
Enoch will
like,
go
try
over
and
to.
motion.
Enoch will definitely go over to Hannah.
All right, you jump off of out of the hand of the Spider Queen and over, and start slithering your way over towards Henna, and the Spider Queen is like, "Oh, that's it!" And then she immediately says, "Someone hold my flies!" And then she's immediately taking some flies that are on her, near her head, and puts them on the ground, and then she just stands up on some of her hind legs and says, "I'm about to show this girl what the Spider Queen can do." Roll me initiative, Hannah.
Oh.
Okay, I couldn't hear half of what you just said.
Yeah.
Henry gets to roll initiative. The Spider Queen took some flies around her head, threw them on the ground, basically said, "That's it.
I think I have
my
to
man back."
I have to fight flies, I believe, is what is about to happen.
Oh no.
Oh.
You have to fight the Spider Queen.
Are we all fighting?
I just said roll
No.
initiative, Hannah. If you guys want to join this, then you can.
Enoch will definitely jump in front of her to defend the queen.
Sure, roll initiative. Roll initiative, Enoch.
Tyler actually likes Henna, so
Kyler's the only one who's really prepared for this fight.
Well, I mean, in her defense, Henna was really stressed about the idea of losing Enoch.
No, I know why.
Queen.
But yeah, so, anybody else jumping in initiative or no?
No.
I feel like Leah has to, but also Leah just doesn't want, I feel like Leah has to.
She has to, or she can document what's about to happen.
No, she doesn't want to cause harm to the queen, but she's kind of like, if she hits Hannah, I have to do something.
I think Bora's gonna just raise one of her little four mandibles and be like, or not mandible, arms, and just be like, "Hey, can we get to the primal plane if you lose?"
Roll a charisma check at disadvantage, Bora.
Yeah, she's not trying at all. She just wants to go home.
Rolls double nat 20.
Oh,
You're very flat line. This is one of those fixed timeline events of this was always going to be a 12. With your bored reaction. Doesn't seem like she's paying attention to you at all.
I can use my inspiration. I have an inspiration.
You can. You have a D6 if you want to use it.
Yeah.
13.
Nope. She's not paying attention.
Nope. Even with your inspiration, you felt the universe and all the great things you've done. You think about all the loved ones you have around you. You think of how great your life is, and you immediately still retain the same level of apathy to this entire event.
At that point, she's just like, maybe I do need to talk about my shit.
Yeah. Maybe I do need therapy.
The real ship is Bora X therapy.
Pretty much.
No. Clearly the real ship is Oren X controlling his powers. But yeah. So, first in initiative is Kyler.
How big is the room?
About 100 by 100.
How close is the queen to we are?
Probably about 10 feet.
You cut out.
I said about 10 feet.
I was talking to brother.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Because I'm doing that. Centered on me and Henna.
Alright, as you think to go cast Darkness, you can't find your spellcasting focus.
Would I happen to have any of my materials that I need for it?
You have nothing of any of your equipment on you.
You know what? You know what? This is going to be ridiculous to imagine, but I want to try to summon my packed weapon.
All right. You summon your pack weapon. Your pack weapon is now in one of your spider hands.
We have a spider holding a trident, people.
Hey, don't you mean a spident?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, that one was bad. Ooh.
I feel ashamed of that. I feel ashamed of that one.
It was better than what Dakota's was earlier.
What was Dakota's?
I forget. It was one where I actually said boo.
Yeah, I can't remember which one that was, but yeah. So yeah, Kyler, you now have your packed weapon in your hand. I think that takes your action.
Yep, it is a full action to summon for right now.
Yep.
Oh, fuck. Does your Church of Scientology beat the Church of Ideology?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one for your boyfriend.
Fucking boo.
Oh, that is terrible.
That's my partner.
Remind me why?
Because I like him and he's cute.
That's fair.
She,
It's just not
what's
funny.
called? He,
Well.
Zane clearly has a type.
I do. They're all
Type is
idiots.
stupid.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have you not
Moron.
seen Azazel and
Oh
Zane's
my-
partner?
Like, all of my happy relationships are idiots when you look at them. And the one bad relationship I've had, he was a genius. I am living vicariously through Bora.
You really are just moron sexual.
I mean, not wrong.
My boyfriend didn't know how to use a pillow for 22 years.
Huh?
What?
Oh yeah, you haven't told them about that yet.
I haven't told them. Let me find that screenshot.
Yeah, that's a thing. Apparently, 22-year-old adult does not know how pillow works.
What? You lay on it.
He laid it up against the wall.
What?
Yeah.
And then like laid
Yeah.
what?
He laid the pillow upright against the wall and then put his head on the pillow.
Oh, I sleep like that.
Oh,
At a 90
What?
degree angle?
I know he also got it from his parents, because there's a funny chicken story.
Not like a 90-degree angle, but like I have it propped up against my headboard.
No, like, he just straight up lays his head down on it as it's falling overnight.
Like he has it like like narrow ways up, and then it just starts sliding down, and he uses it like wrap his arms around, and it basically body pillows it over time.
Okay.
Dakota, what the hell?
The halfling is dating an absolute moron.
I
I
really
love him so much,
wasn't
though.
watch the recording of this.
I don't think anyone is learning any new information from this about me.
Routinely, I ask my halfling what it is like to be attracted to such a weak bloodline.
Jesus.
Okay, that's a little mean, but I
God.
can't dispute it.
When did this turn into the 1800s and you became a king out of nowhere? No brother of mine shall date a weaker bloodline.
I started
Look,
with the weak
I don't
bloodline
care.
shit after we were talking about the calls spaghetti and meat sauce chili.
Oh, that
Yep.
that lame ass chili.
I mean, that's not exactly wrong.
It is wrong on so many levels. How dare you?
I had DM'd
Attention
both
when
of
you
you.
just said that sentence. How dare!
I DM'd both of you the actual screenshot of how he said it.
Mm.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
I'm thinking chile, not chili.
Next thing you know,
I
Chili's
forget
gets
that.
cancelled.
Exists every now and then.
That's amazing, is what that is.
I love him so much. There's a reason I call him Bunny. He about has the intelligence of a rabbit. That's why the tattoo on my arm has a rabbit on top of the jellyfish.
I was gonna say you. There's a reason they say ignorance is bliss.
Yeah. I love him so much.
Really bliss at this point.
Yes. I love him so fucking much.
Good for you. Everybody else is just like, why?
When the gods went to make this man, they rolled for his intelligence, and they rolled a nat 1.
Ew.
On 4 die, he still got a nat 1.
Rolls 4 dice. Total equals 1. Give me a
Yes!
sec. Hello? Okay, sure, I'll try and find her.
Kyler tends to accidentally leave chaos in his wake. So Obsidian would feel a lot like he was cleaning up after a toddler.
And back.
Welcome back.
All right. Yeah. Is there anything Kyler's doing for his bonus action or movement?
At the moment, I only have one thing I can do bonus action wise, but I ain't gonna do it.
All right. Then who's up next on initiative? Doo-doo-doo-doo. That would be Leah.
I don't know if she came back yet.
I mean, I heard her come back in. She's just muted.
Hmm?
Leah's muted at the moment, so I think she's not back yet.
Ah. And then for now, on to the next one. Bora. Wait, no, that was a charisma check. No. Enoch.
The Butter Enoch would like to kind of run in between Annalisa and the Queen, raise his arms, and cast Grease. I assume I can still do that.
You can, yeah.
have
We
discussed-
we discussed that you can at least still cast Grease since you are the component.
Yeah, that's it. Just Grease because I'm butter. To separate them, and I have used the tides of, or last session I used the tides of chaos in butter form, if I remember right.
Yeah, you did.
He returns.
Oh. Sorry.
Yay! Now Leah can take her turn.
Yeah, okay. I'll say that Leah can go after Enoch on this round in particular. So yeah, Enoch, you're casting Grease, and you haven't used your Tides of Chaos before yet, so yeah, just roll me the d20.
No, I'm pretty sure I did last session.
I don't remember.
I can't remember what
Does
it was
anybody
for, but-
remember him using Tides of Chaos last session?
I don't think he did.
I just remember I was holding on to the Tides of Chaos because my next spell would be a burst. I'm not sure if it was before or after I turned butter, because I only cast. I don't think I even cast a spell last session, did I?
You didn't,
No,
I don't
not.
believe.
You didn't cast a spell, and I have no recollection of you doing Tides of Chaos at all. I'm replaying the entirety of the session.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
It
that
would've
that was the first session in which you didn't use Tides of Chaos.
I'm pretty sure it's the first session I didn't have a surge, but I'm almost positive I used Tides of Chaos somewhere. It may have been in our break where we were sitting down, or...
Maybe.
Or wait, wasn't it?
For now, we'll just rule it as you haven't used it yet, so you still have your Tides of Chaos.
Okay.
So just roll me the d20 for now.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Rolls a natural 1 anyways.
Grease.
What was that?
Grease is at least covering the ground. It was a 17. I don't know why it's not showing up.
Yeah, I don't know either. All right, yeah. So, yeah, you're covering the ground with grease as you see Butter Enoch lift up his hands, and he just slithers around, like hit the lower half of his body, like his 8 legs, start running around fast in a circle, in like a 20-foot diameter, around the Spider Queen. I think you're casting it under her.
I discussed was I can cast it on myself, so I was kind of putting a barrier between the queen and...
Sure. Yeah, so he's... Yeah, I think it's like 10 feet, but yeah, he creates a space of, like, buttery slipperiness between himself and the queen, and therefore between the queen and Henna. Who apparently is also the queen, so the queen of the queen.
Do that.
The two of queens.
Yeah.
I don't know. That one wasn't very clever.
I'm the 2 of queens. Wait, what?
I'm the queen of deuces, bitch.
Yeah.
This is kind of his way of telling everyone to calm down and stop fighting over him.
Yeah, he's giving this long-winded speech about peace, and everybody just doesn't know what he's saying. But yeah, Leah, what do you want to do?
Leah has no intentions to fight this woman, and she also has quite a bit of experience with dealing with people who have been cheated on, and quite a bit of experience with like rich people. So she's gonna try to approach the queen and be like do a very formal like bow and greet in and such, and speak very formally, and then try and like not convince her, but like speak about like cheating, and then go into like how polyamory isn't that like bad of an idea and an option.
Okay. I love the idea.
Definitely getting some representation in here now.
Yeah.
Look, Bora's all for it. That interests her very much. She's still watching on the sidelines.
Hey. Be gay, rule spiders.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's what Leah's gonna try to convince the woman, like, hey, listen, cheating sucks. Like, I get it. Like, I've been around people who've been cheated on for, like, most of my life, and it's not great. It doesn't make you feel emotionally really well. And, like, maybe this guy isn't worth it. But, like, you can also have somebody and, like, have multiple partners, and that's an option for you, especially. Probably, like, being a lot of diversity in your hatchlings.
Roll...
Background, like, Enoch isn't the same person that she's talking about.
Roll a persuasion check, Leah. That'll be your action.
A persuasion check?
Yeah. You're trying to convince her that everything's fine and blah blah blah, and that she can do her own thing and yada yada.
You're a strong, independent woman.
You are a strong, independent woman comes in several times.
Okay. It looks like she's sort of thinking about it, but she's still very pissed off. It looks like it might take some more attempts to really drive this point home. So it looks like you're at least making progress.
Okay. Then I'm going to gesture to the others, like, follow my lead.
Roll me a quick performance check.
Of course. All of the charisma, because my character is so charismatic.
Mm-hmm.
You are one of the, like, 2 that is not charismatic.
Yep. Alright, everybody roll me an insight check to see what Leah's pantomiming about in her spider form.
Oh, I'm so not good at these. Holy shit, I'm good at that.
Everyone in battle or everyone?
Everyone.
I got 9.
I'm usually not good at wisdom.
And it worked out in this one instance. All right. So, what?
Selling a tomato.
Yeah, what's Oren's total?
I think he said he got a 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oren, you really don't know what's going on. Leah.
You didn't hear me say it. I'd said Orange just kind of like curled up on Spider,
Spider
Fair
Dilf.
enough. On Spider
Just
Dilf.
like-
Okay, sure.
having a minor breakdown.
Sure, I'm just gonna do it. Fair. All right. So, Henna, from the actions that Leah's taking, it looks like she's having a heart attack.
Oh my god.
Stress level rises.
Bora, whatever Leah's trying to do, it's very confusing and you can't quite follow. Oren, you're stressed out and maybe having a panic attack about everything around you as you're slowly losing your disassociation. Kyler, you instantly know what she's trying to say. Like, you're like, I got it. She wants us to follow her lead. And Sir Delph is like, she's trying to do something of importance. She wants us to... She wants us to... mate with the Spider Queen. What?
Uh-oh.
I had to take my dog out real quick. What is happening right now?
The end of Dilf Daddy.
No.
Kyler's the only one who's figured out what what Leah wants to say. Henna basically thinks that Leah is having a heart attack. Bora is lost. Sir Dilf is confused and is sort of on the right track, but not quite. And and Oren is basically just having a nervous breakdown on the back of Spider Dilf.
What's Azazel?
You're right. I should roll for Zazel. So let me quickly roll for him.
Did you not make an insight check?
Yeah, you can. I said everybody. I thought you were gonna roll one.
Sorry, my dog was begging to go out, so I had to run her out real quick.
All right. If you want, you can roll with advantage using your Ties of Chaos.
Okay.
God, what did you roll?
Like my 12, that was destined to be a 10.
Wow, that is just amazing.
Twice now.
2 fated instances in this entire game so far.
Yeah, apparently 2 moments of cosmic, correction of no matter what, this was always destined to happen. The perfect timeline. Alright, let me roll an insight first, Hazel.
You're cutting out.
I was just saying I'm gonna
What
roll
was that?
insight for Azazel.
Oh.
Watch him rolling that one.
God, it would be amazing. He looks at her. I think she's having a heart attack. Rolled poorly. Alright. He looks at Henna, then back at Leah, and he's just like, I think she's in the stress. I can't quite make it out. I think she's worried about something. What are you thinking? He's looking to everybody else. Then it's just like seeing Oren freaking out. Gaston looks disgusted on his spider face. Leah's still pantomiming her thing. Henna looks like she herself is about to have a nervous breakdown because Leah's having a heart attack. And so on and so on.
I just have this image in my head of what confused looks like on a spider.
What does disgusted and confused look like on a spider?
Just
But yeah, that's Leah's turn. Up next, it is the Spider Queen, who is going to try and move over towards Henna, and I assume she has to make a dex save.
If she's going through the butter, then yes.
Alright. Spider Queen. Spider Queen. What does the Spider Queen do? Fall on her face.
Splat.
As the entire chamber shakes with a loud thud, and all of you guys are launched into the air just like a few inches before landing back down as she's now prone. But she's going to use the rest of her massive reach and try and take a swipe at you, Henna. So, let's see.
Now,
Tries to take a swing at you, but gets her arm caught in the buttery Enoch, who, using all of his buttery strength, pushes her back enough for Leah to jump, for Henna to jump out of the way.
This is going better than I thought it would.
I think Bora at this point is just like, oh, honey.
Yeah, then comes the second attack. Oh boy.
Oh, well.
Bora, as you're like, oh honey, she's like, you know what, I should stand up for myself. She stands up and immediately kicks Henna right in the groin.
Oh,
The
much
spider
better.
groin.
Yeah.
Spider.
Spider groin. It's a distress from the Spider Queen.
Yeah.
Apparently, I'm getting to the non-existent spider balls.
As she's falling, she's like, oh, honey. And then she makes the hit, and she's like, oh, get it, girl! Bora's watching on the sidelines. She
Yeah.
has no interpretation of
Yeah,
this.
what's called? Leah, while you're trying to pantomime to everybody to help you out and like calm her down. You see her try and swing at Leah, and you're freaked out, and she misses. Then Bora's just like, "Oh, honey," and then she's just like, "You know what? I'll stand up for myself." Immediately, with one of her spider legs, kicks Henna in the groin, and Bora just yells out, "Oh, get it, girl!"
Yeah, Leah feels really conflicted right now. Because, like, on one hand, like, this is, like, great.
All right,
But also just kind of...
Henna, you take 16 points of groin damage.
16 points.
Yeah.
That is officially a damage type.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, do we have like the temporary form hit points, or is Henna gonna go down here soon?
You
If I
got
get hit again, I'm going down.
you guys have your normal health pools.
Oh, good. This will be fun. Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna be going down soon. I think a lot of people are going down.
So
I'm
you,
gonna just start wondering.
so yeah, you just with a massive elephant trunk sized spider leg just whipping from underneath you right below the belt.
The spider belt.
Yeah,
I don't
just
even
below the spider
have
belt.
nuts!
Look, I always say, crotch shots should be crit shots.
Yeah. Hey,
I
you-
mean, this was a crit.
yeah, it was a
Yeah.
crit.
Like, seriously, every fighter game, if you get a crotch shot, it should be a crit.
Oh god. So yeah, that's the end of Spider Queen's turn. Up next is Kyler.
Any response on what I sent you, Rune?
Oh god, he sent me some.
I don't think
Yeah,
I
let me quickly
know.
check. God, that is the most disrespectful natural 20.
Wait,
That.
do I not get to go? Because I got punched? What
Oh,
happened?
wait, I thought you already went.
No.
Oh god, when were you supposed to go? What was your initiative? Oh, 4.
Five.
Yeah,
I was
5.
last.
Yeah, so yeah, then you're up. So yeah, you just got spider kicked in the groin. Your turn up as you are now wheezing heavily.
You have been straight disrespected.
Yeah.
Man. Over someone who isn't who she thinks she is.
So what are you gonna do? Okay, so I'm gonna state this because I was planning on bringing this up later at some point with you, but I figured now's a good enough time because certain bard subclasses like can use different things as their spellcasting focus. Since you are a type of bard that is specifically dealing with talking, so long as like I'll count your voice as the material components, like as your spellcasting focus. So what I'm saying is you can cast your spells if you want.
Well, I mean, she also made a lyre out of her web, so.
Yeah, I built myself my loot already. So
True.
I have my weapon.
I have my weapon. My spider arms turned instrument.
Your loot.
I like to think she built it in her armpit, so she'll just be like, I have my weapon, bitch! That's gonna feel so gross when we get out of spider form.
Oh yeah. I think I'm going to use I'm gonna use fuck.
I will cast fuck on the spider queen.
Wait. I'm gonna other than being very in pain, I'm gonna completely ignore the Spider Queen and beeline for Leah because I'm concerned she's dying of a heart attack.
Fair. You run over to Leah and it looks like she's having a heart attack or choking on something. You can't quite tell. What do you want to do, Hannah?
I think I kind of want to try and protect her because I don't know what else to do, and I'm just like, "Are you okay? Oh my god, are you okay? Are you hurt? Oh my god!"
All right, so you want a body block for the heart attack having Leah.
Yeah, I don't know, she doesn't know what else to do at this point, but Hannah's just must protect it.
Sure, Leah, your body's now being wrapped by the spider body, the Black Widow spider body of Hannah.
Gonna do.
You guys all watch as it almost looks like Kenna's just mounting Leah out of nowhere.
Even with you digitizing, that still sounded funny.
I was saying out of nowhere you guys see Hannah after getting hit by the Spider Queen immediately runs over and looks like she's about to she's trying to mount Leah.
Laura's just watching. She's like, is this the right time? Or place?
Or form?
Yeah. I don't know how spiders work, but that doesn't look right.
Shut up, can't you see she's in trouble?
The other. So who's gonna eat who after this?
Oh my god, which one of them is gonna eat the mate?
No.
It's fucking great.
I
Voicing
am
clicks
back
doesn't
once.
add to
Whoa,
your
okay,
idea.
I came back to the worst thing imaginable in chat. Just came back and I just saw
I'm
that.
just reading Cards Against Humanity cards while they post random pictures.
Fair. God, one of my favorite things I've ever pulled up on Cards Against Humanity is Santa taking out Martin Luther King Jr. with a surface-to-air missile.
Oh,
Yeah.
Revan.
Um,
All right.
I pulled out one that says taking 2d6 emotional damage. That's all we've been doing to poor Tristan.
Fair enough. All right, so
Yeah.
I
don't think anyone else is here right now.
Hannah's back.
Yeah, Hannah's back.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
everybody's back.
I was munching on something, so I didn't want to do aggressive.
Yeah, everyone was just really quiet, so it's like, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna keep reading Cards Against Humanity cards I pull.
Everyone but us was muted.
I was seeding noodles and I didn't want to have slurping.
Everybody was taking lunch break.
We were being polite, okay? We didn't want to chew at you.
All right.
I just pulled another one.
But
It's
yeah,
amazing.
Hannah, your action was to body block and like wrap yourself around Leah while she's having a heart attack. You want to do anything with with your bonus action?
I gave Leah bardic inspiration out of lack of other things to know what to do with someone having a heart attack.
Sure, you're just screaming, "It's okay, you'll be fine, you're inspired, you've got this," and you just pumped her full of inspirational magic. Alright, so top of the round, Kyler, you're up.
You never responded to the thing I messaged you.
To do that, it's gonna require your action to do a check.
Okay, just tell me what check.
Persuasion.
Bye.
Persuasion.
Oh, I finally got a low one.
That does not seem advisable. No.
Oh.
Oh,
We
no.
were trying to convince my like pseudo father to fuck the fucking spider.
Yes.
I just heard a loud yes through the door.
Yes.
I mean, if he wants to, sure, but like if he doesn't want to.
I mean,
He has also technically had my voice in his head singing, "I want to be your slave, I want to be your master."
Also accurate.
If he's not close to insane at this point.
He will be soon.
I like how it's just like, oh look, this is your first NPC that's gonna be joining your group, like that, that you guys are bonding with, like all as a group, and then it's just like, I'm going to drive him to insanity.
A one party member that doesn't trust his motives.
Yeah.
Invite him to join Henna in insanity.
I'm not inviting him to do shit. I'm sending him there on a gold-plated plane.
Welcome to my realm.
So I'm sorry if y'all heard that neck pop. That felt really good.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so that's your turn. Are you doing anything for your bonus action, Kyler?
Don't think I have any bonus action stuff I can do.
All right then.
I mean, I have a spell I can cast, but it's not terribly useful at the moment.
Sure. Leah, you're up then. Unless you plan on using that spell.
What spell?
No, I'm talking to Warlock. He, like the spell he was just talking about, like he has a spell that he could use, but it's not useful that much right now.
There's no point in casting Misty Step at the moment.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. But yeah, if you don't plan on it, then what are you doing, Leah? As you're currently being like, spider bear hugged. Huh?
Yeah, I just don't even know how to handle that situation. I have a question before I do anything. Would persuasion be an action here? Like if I did attempted to.
Yeah, if you're trying to reach out and convince the Spider Queen of anything, it's gonna take another persuasion check.
Alright, then I guess I'll still try to. Maybe this situation will help with Henna's rolling around with me. It will look like an affectionate gesture and still talk about the benefits of polyamory.
Oh God.
Remember, you have a bardic inspiration.
I do. What does that even mean?
It means you
You
get an
roll a
extra
D6.
d6 to your roll.
Okay, so let's go persuasion again, guys. So anyway, as I was saying, polyamory.
Wow. You need that D6.
Yeah, I guess I'll roll a d6.
At best, you could get a 15. Or you could save it for
Would
later.
Yeah, I'll save it for later. I don't think it's gonna help much with a 15 if the 17 didn't work.
So,
So anyways, we
trying to
started
convince her
fucking.
about not to kill us?
Not to kill Hannah.
Yeah.
Can I like put emphasis on the word polyamory and make eye contact with the different members of my group as well?
Sure,
What?
you say
What?
you say polyamory like very pointedly, and then look one by one at each of the people here with you.
Like trying to get across like this is what I'm trying to do. I know it comes across the fact that like I want to be in a polyamorous relationship with each of them.
No,
but
I'm
trying to get
using
across the
I'm
fact,
using
like,
their insight check from earlier. So Henna, she says polyamory and looks at you. You don't know if she's trying to hit on you or not. If she's being suggestive. It seems
The concern that very quickly melted into confusion is growing rapidly.
yeah, it's like it's just like, wait, she's having a heart attack. Wait, she might not be having a heart attack. Wait, she's trying to bone me. That's
Oh my
basically
God, it's dating dance.
yeah. Like Kyler, you instantly understand she's, referring to, trying to like talk about the polyamorous relationships.
Oh, I understand, but I'm totally going to throw in with everybody's confusion and just be like, oh, honey, you are not my type.
Leah's gonna glare at you. Leah didn't make eye contact with you.
Yeah.
Leah slowly only did eye contact with the other people.
Bora, she says polyamory and then looks at you, and you don't know her intentions on that one. Sir Dilf, Spider Dilf looks at you when you look towards him, and he's just like, what is this polyamorous relationship you speak of?
He'll voice in his head with pause from singing and be like, Leah wants you to mate with her and other people.
Alright, as he says that, Leah will just yell back to him, we'll discuss it later during our lesson that's ever growing.
I think at some point, Bora's gonna just stand up and try to calm the Spider Queen down by saying, hey, she didn't know, okay?
Roll a persuasion check, disadvantage. Enoch, you see the scholar
There was a
clearly.
19.
You at disadvantage? Oh, dude, sorry, yeah, 6. Doesn't seem to be paying attention to you. Enoch, it seems like the scholar is trying to get in bed with the queen. Orin, she looks at you when she says polyamory. You really don't know what Leah means. Maybe she's offering an orgy to the group? And then you look at
I don't think there's a way
Azazel,
this could get any funnier.
and then you look at Azazel, and he's just shaking his head, and he's just like, just no. He's just shaking his head no. As it seems all of your allies, Leah, think you want to sleep with them.
I'm just person in Celestial about stupid, stupid sexual, people who think about sex all the time. What the fuck?
Why am I surrounded by sex fiends?
If a spider could smile with evil mischief, I totally would be.
So yeah,
Just fuck.
Leah spent her 6 seconds praying that you guys would help or understand, and watch as everyone is now just sort of slightly alienated by her from thinking that she's trying to sleep with them, and now she's just gone on a yelling fit. After Leah, I believe it's Orin?
Could be Enoch.
Yeah, Enoch.
I think Orin's still
kind of.
Orin is hiding on Spider Dilf, having an existential crisis.
Fair enough, yeah. So Enoch, you're up as this is happening. It seems the queen has mounted the scholar, and it seems the scholar is implying that they want to sleep with the queen and everybody else.
Well, Enoch just thinks to himself, good for them. Okay. He would like to stop the queen from hurting his queen any further. Would it be possible for Enoch to, since the queen is like laying down in the puddle of butter he just made, jump up on her back and then try and cover her in butter with another grease spell?
Sure.
Oh, God.
You've now covered... Do you want to cover her head in butter or some other part of her body?
I'm thinking like half of her legs or all of her legs or something. Just like make it just, you know, like a spider on roller skates kind of thing.
Yeah, okay, so Butterknock has now greasified the spider queen, half of the spider queen's legs.
And I assume now I get my wild magic surge.
Yes, now you can do your wild magic surge, or do you want to use the last result?
I'm just feeling very... I mean, we can use the last result. That's fine. I don't have to reroll if that's the case.
Your choice. I mean,
I haven't even looked at it. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I haven't either, so that's why I'm saying we can use it, since we're not really
we'll just use that one then.
Okay, what is the result?
I'm just feeling very deprived of my surges.
I must have more.
Use them all the more.
Well, this has no bearing on the current situation, I don't think.
What is it?
Any metal object carried by the caster is 90% transparent.
Is it how many percent transparent?
Any what?
90% transparent, so if
What's
I was
okay?
carrying metal items...
Does Enoch have anything metal in his normal inventory?
I guess here would be the question, who is carrying that armor?
I thought that was Henna. Last time I checked.
As long as it's not Enoch, I don't even know if Enoch's carrying anything metal on him unless we just say the next thing out of the bag, this metal becomes transparent.
I mean, we can say
no. We can on her 24/7.
I was gonna say we can say that Enoch had the armor, and then that way you guys have almost completely invisible, magic plate mail armor. That's another selling point for it.
The Emperor's new clothes.
Yeah.
The armor is invisible, not us.
Yeah,
just the armor would be invisible at that point. I might have nearly invisible spoons. That's about the only other thing on me that would be.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like if we say that Enoch had it before, then that means because I think Henna was the one who was planning on like using or like selling it. So then Enoch might have been the one to carry it for her. So yeah, if he carried it, then you guys have almost completely invisible full plate magic armor. Who wouldn't try and sell that and get some coin?
That is very true. Henna was going to sell it, and she wouldn't carry it herself when she has her servant readily available.
That's what I mean. And even then,
he does have it.
Somehow Enoch has just made the price go higher.
I never really specified who took it. I just offered it to the queen, whether she took it or just told me to keep it on me until he got out.
Here's the thing: nobody actually wanted it like to use, or at least nobody wanted to take that risk. So nobody really said that they were going to keep it in their inventory. So yeah, we can just say it was with Enoch.
Cool.
And now you have 90% transparent full plate magic armor.
Okay, interesting. Does my form change apply right now?
Yes, but it's only once the butter form has dropped. So whatever.
Okay.
So you'll no longer
keep in mind what I am.
Yeah, for now you're still the butter form, but yeah, you keep in mind what you are. Like you'll no longer be the young adult shifter, and you'll be something else.
Okay, I've got it marked as to what up when I'm out of butter form.
Okay.
Okay, I have buttered up the queen for you.
Up next, it is. I'm on the wrong part. It was after Enoch. Lee already went, so yeah, I think it's the queen now. The Spider Queen. The Spider Queen is going to take another swing at Henna. All right. I'm gonna make the dex save first because the Spider Queen is still in the puddle of butter and half of her legs are butter, are butter. So let's see how this one goes. Okay, makes a save. So yeah, stands up and is gonna make it her attack roll.
Oh no.
Bruh. God damn, she's out for blood.
Rune, that's a 4. That's not a nat 20.
Oh yeah, you
Bless
still
you,
have your
Leah.
4. You still have your 4.
Thank you.
All right, so
Yeah.
avoiding Leah, what's called in your mind for a few seconds, like 6 seconds into the future after being wrapped up by Henna, you see the Spider Queen launching an attack, not being affected by the butter that Enoch's placed down, and immediately striking at her head and knocking her unconscious. And in this moment, you realize that it's about to happen, and you manage to, like, shove Henna just enough out of the way that it went whoosh, going right over her head. Henna, you feel a rush of air just like a few centimeters over her head, over where your head is now, as Leah has pushed you out of the way.
Dear terror.
As the Spider Queen goes for her next attack, as apparently she has a 50% crit rate. Okay. I assume a 16 hits.
What?
16, does it hit?
Yeah, 16 hits.
Motherfucker.
I mean, since our AC right now is 13 for everybody but Bora.
What is mine? I need to do math.
17.
17? Why is it 17?
Hey,
Your dexterity has temporarily been increased while you are in spider form, and your AC is based off of your dex, plus your wisdom, plus 10.
My dexterity is a natural 18, and right now it's been reduced to 16. And my wisdom is a 12.
Oh, I thought your wisdom was higher than your dex. My bad. So, yeah, no, your AC's actually gone down a lot.
Yeah.
So, if it's a 12, that's a plus 1, right? Okay, your AC is a 14 then.
Yeah, it went down 1 point. I can't believe you thought I was that wise.
I know, it's so out of character for you to play something wise.
You're expecting Bora specifically to be wise.
No, I'm expecting Bora specifically to be horny and high.
Yeah, what part of that is wise? Why would I have a high wisdom?
I was gonna say, have you met Bora?
To be horny and wise.
Have you met Bora? She's the opposite of wise. But yeah, let me roll damage for... Sorry, I currently have my nephew with me to hold on to him while my 2 sisters are taking care of the baby, so you're gonna hear some crying. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
He just misses his mother.
Oh. I want to help.
You take nine points.
Focus on the baby.
You take 9 points of bludgeoning damage, Henna, as you get hit in in one of your spider sides.
Oh.
Oh, I'm done.
All right. Oh, you're unconscious.
Yeah.
All right. You guys watch as the spider queen knocks Hannah out. As you see her body go limp.
I think at that point, Bora's gonna stand up and just yell, "That's enough!"
Okay. Give me a second. I just gotta take care of it. Someone?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm taking care of him. Okay.
Oh, the giggles.
He's missing you.
The giggles.
No. I'm not forgetting about him. He's just crying for you. He would not have played with you. What?
There was a little girl at work today who just looked at me and was like, "Is your name Zane?" It's like, yeah, that's the name of one of the characters in Ninjago.
You know what? I never said it, but I kept thinking that exact same thing for a while.
And it's just that it was such sweetness, and it's just like, God, I want kids. This is not helping.
Amy.
The last one is
no,
Bora's kid.
No, I remember now. I remember why I was thinking Zane related to the D&D. It was I was thinking something grand sacrifice and Orin goes out Zane style in season 4.
Mm.
That's why I was thinking. Separate from your name being Zane. This was another time I was thinking of Zane from Ninjago. But yeah, that's cute.
It was really precious. Like, I was in the middle of processing our mom's return, and it's just like, I have no response to this, but you're precious.
Do you watch Ninjago? Or have you watched it?
Nope, I actually really don't like it. I don't like the animation style at all. It's got that, like, I don't know how to describe it. The most recent 3D animation kids animated stuff, it has this weird motion to it that just unnerves me, and I hate it.
The new seasons or the old seasons?
Any of them. I've watched clips of both, and I hate them both.
The new series is under a new studio, so I was just...
Yeah. I don't know. Big brother, you keep occasionally getting like this static thing.
I'm sorry, it's hot and I have my AC on.
It doesn't sound like the AC, it just sounds like straight up static. Like you're
like
accidentally rubbing the mic on something.
No, there's nothing the mic could rub on. Unless this little black thing also has a mic in it, which I doubt.
I was thinking it was just interference static.
It could also just be my chair, because my chair is squeaky as hell. Yeah, it's probably my chair.
Maybe. Noise. Maybe it's getting shaken. It sounds electronic.
Yeah.
It
It's
does
doing this weird
chambers.
sound.
And that would be my AC unit.
Whatever. So it took us like a month to get to Highmore, right?
Yeah.
So a month to Highmore, a month back to wherever Orin's hometown was, and then just a month to go back again. 2 months. Well, great session, guys. See you next week. In this session, we spent half the time walking through a corridor, and the other half insulting it. No, the other half was spent trying to figure out if Leah wants to bang the group.
You left out us tormenting you about spiders.
No, that one was a given. I didn't need to. That started last session. It's just continued.
Leo won't be here next session.
Aw.
So I wonder how the fuck that's gonna play out.
Enoch will zap you somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
You'll
You'll
get to
become
go
part
back
of his
home
butter.
before any of us.
You get to go hang out with the dragon for a session while we.
And here I thought Enoch was just going to turn you into part of his butter.
Bubbles tribe has just built a town in the Dragon's Cave.
I just learned of the worst piercing ever.
Oh.
Which one?
You know the little stretch of skin underneath your tongue that's like super sensitive?
I know what you're trying. I wouldn't say it's sensitive.
It is very sensitive to me.
Mm. Then again, I guess I've never had anything interact with that particular area.
Ow, Stella. Okay, get down.
Puppy.
My dog is very bored.
See, while that one that the halfling just shared might be bad, I think a stairway to heaven would be far worse.
Who's still here?
Yes.
I'm so sorry about this session.
It's okay.
I was just thinking, there's just gonna be some long periods getting edited out.
Not even edited out. You guys are just gonna have to skip to the point where there's actually, sound. You'll have to guess. So, yeah, Henna's been knocked unconscious. Henna immediately make me a death saving throw. Since your turn is up next after the Spider Queens.
You just roll a regular d20.
Yeah.
Okay.
10. You're looking for a 10 or higher.
Yay, that's one success.
One
Two more.
one higher and you would have been back to consciousness. But yeah, that's one success. Kyler, you're top of the initiative.
I'm just gonna reduce, reuse, and reanimate the exact same thing as last time.
Right, it might provide a necessary distraction. It's going to take one more round of persuasion to convince him to do it. So, that's your turn, Kyler, unless you have a bonus action to do, like Misty Step or anything.
No, I think I'll just chillax right where I'm at. Queen
All
ain't
right.
been swinging at me.
All right, Leah, you're up.
Okay, so I just Googled if butter is flammable. So
It is.
It is.
Yes, it is.
Possibly so.
It
I did find out.
hurts so fucking much.
Yeah. So
It's
Leah's
basically the
had
equivalent
it.
of a grease fire.
Leah's not thrilled. She's fully not happy that this is not working, and it's just kind of like, you want to fuck it then, okay? And is going to cast prestidigitation to create a spark and light the Spider Queen's legs on fire.
Okay, I'm going to... Does it say it create a spark on a surface you choose, an object you choose? What does it say specifically?
Wait, hold on. Let me cast it and somebody can help me with this.
Yeah.
You
Just
can
click on
instantly
it.
light a
Light or snuff a candle.
torch or small campfire.
Yeah.
Yeah, so none
Like
of
a
those...
shower.
You know what? Roll me an Arcana check. If you get a nat 20, I'll say that you control it enough that you're able to spark her legs, counting it as a torch. Alright? Unfortunately, you try your hardest to harness the arcane arts that you've been learning and are still a novice in, and you try your hardest to create a spark on her legs, and you feel something, but eventually the energy and the time is wasted and you weren't able to do it.
Okay. Backup question. Is
Yeah.
Ta still with me?
Ta is still with
Ta
you.
is still with me?
Is Jaw Spider?
Ta
Yeah, what is Ta?
oh yeah. God, let me quickly check because I forgot about to give a spider thing to Ta. Let's say he's Lucas the spider.
Oh.
Okay. So it says that Ta isn't part of me. Ta is a different person, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So pseudo dragons can't create fire, but I assume the what did I cast on him earlier?
Dragon's
I cast-
Breath.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
you
is
can.
worn off, I assume.
What's the time for that?
Uh,
Duration.
Thank you. Let's find out. Duration. Yeah, it's up to a minute. So no, that's
Yeah,
broken.
it's definitely gone. You use that spell. You can try and cast Dragon's Breath again on him as a bonus action. Ta goes after you.
Oh, yeah, because that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll do that. Can I do that and then as a bonus action cast that and then have him go over and try this, set the butter on fire.
Okay, yeah. Sure, you just tapped on the top of their head, imbuing them with elemental fire magic, and just send Ta as Ta flies over after your turn, as Ta's initiative, and just starts breathing fire on the Spider Queen as you hear the hissing and popping of exoskeletal flesh burning and what sounds like screeching coming from the Spider Queen. Sorry, I gotta roll dex save for the Spider Queen, but I'll say disadvantage because you have the butter on her and under her. So what's the save?
Congratulations, you've just woken up Orin's nightmares.
Yeah. So sorry about that. Spider dying is not great. So yeah, what's the save for that?
So I guess we're just going with the original plan then. The Fae.
Okay, for that's God. Spider Queen rolls away too many nice ones. That's like a 7. That's like a 7 for dex save. Or more like 9.
15.
Yeah, Spider Queen failed, so roll the fire damage plus add an extra 2d4.
2d4. Okay.
No. I said
So-
roll the damage for the dragon's breath and add an additional 2d4.
Okay, so it says 3d6. So it's 3d6 and 2d4.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, just click on the 3d6.
Did it show up?
No, it hasn't shown up yet. Oh, it did. 8 damage for the...
Wait, that's the 3d6.
Yeah, 3d6.
And then what do I do?
Add 2d4. You can go on Roll20 and then look at the little dice, and then you can just scroll over the d4, and next to it is a 2, so click on that, and then it'll... Yeah, okay, it's 5. So that's a total
One
of...
came out maxed and one came out mint.
Yeah,
Confusing.
yeah. Either way, it
13
averages out.
swoosh.
Yeah, so that is a total... sorry. That's a total of 13 fire damage. So you set the Spider Queen on fire, like completely. You start immolating her, and over the course of like 12 seconds, she burns and screeches and eventually dies.
Or,
Demonic smile on her face, just kind of like burn.
As you
Or
watch your
at
mini
that
dragon,
point-
as you watch your mini dragon torch the Spider Queen alive like her Daenerys Targaryen.
At that point, Bora
Flying
just...
Lucas the spider breathing fire.
Oh yeah, yeah. Lucas the spider breathing fire. I forgot. Not even your dragon.
I think at that point,
Or,
Bora is just going to stand up and just say, "What the fuck did you guys just do?"
Unconscious Henna on the side, bleeding.
She's gonna just completely take control right now and just snap her head over to Az and motion over, heal her if you can, and look over to
He just sort of
Leah
looks over.
say,
Yeah, he just sort of looks over to Henna and he just says, "Do I have to?"
yes.
While he was saying that, you see like some some magical energy surround Henna's spider body, and Henna, you regain 7 hit points.
Okay.
As you wake up,
And-
and the Spider Queen is burned alive next to you.
Probably still whistling sharply as she's being immolated.
Yeah. Sounds like a tea kettle.
And she's going to just start walking out of the area and try to get one of the other spiders' attention.
Oh no.
That
Okay,
might
I does that. Can Leah do like an investigation search to see if there's anything that could be useful to get us home in this room?
Sure. Roll me an investigation check, Leah. If somebody wants to help her, she can
Oh,
get
guys, I've been
disadvantage.
telling myself I wanted more combat.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say if anybody wants to help Leah, give her advantage. Advantage.
Yeah.
I
I think
will
before she
help.
goes out, she would help look.
All right.
I will also be conducting a separate investigation to try to find something to get us home.
Wow, that
God.
sucks.
You rolled a 4 and a 5 and a 6. All right.
Yep.
I mean, I just woke up, but I might as well try.
Sure.
Please
Vor-
let
Everybody that's not intelligence-based is doing better.
yeah.
Better Enoch will kind of poke at the dead queen.
Leah's a little preoccupied with whispering. You're such a good boy. You did such a good job. Mommy's so proud of you.
He just scutters along all over you.
He just does what?
He scutters along all over you. Like just crawling all over you.
Such a good job.
Henna's gonna look around at the situation that's going on and just kind of be like, so, do you think instead of 2 phase spider husks, that Fae would take the husk of the spider queen? You think that might be equivalent?
How do you propose we get this body out of here?
I have no idea. At this point, I don't know.
Suppose we do manage to get someone to drag this body out of here. How do you propose we live past all these other spiders?
I don't know. What's their right of succession look like?
Spider Dilf just looks and he just says, "Why don't we call his name?" We never got his name.
Didn't give
damn
us
it.
his name.
Why don't we say we found the spider husks?
Yeah, how are we going to get it back in the first place? We don't know.
Okay.
Baba Booey, Baba Booey, we found the bodies. Nothing.
She's going to really sarcastically, clearly not believing it'll work, just say, "All right, we found a spider husk."
If anybody cares, we actually did get his name, just not from him.
Yeah, we did get his name.
His name is
then she would say
Jareth.
his name. She would say his name and just be like, "Okay, Jareth, I guess. We found a husk. It's not 2, but we think you'll like it."
All right, and in that moment,
Just staring,
all of you
just
are,
staring him in the eye.
and in that moment, all of you are back to the same orgy dungeon that you were before in your spider forms. Oh, what are these things?
We would like to be transformed back.
Nuts.
So unfabulous.
Is there anything we can do to fix these ugly mugs? Without killing us, please.
Let me do it. And then just a puff of sparkles comes out of his chest, and all of you guys, like, anamorph back into your normal forms. And
Am I still wearing my spider kilt?
no, you're no longer wearing your spider kilt. And Henna still
Oh, my spider loot.
and you see that Henna has
Laura
and
has this
you
look
see-
on her face of what the fuck that worked.
and you see that Henna has a black eye, like, and blood coming from her lips, and it looks like there's blood trickling down her leg.
Is Enoch butter or is Enoch Enoch?
Enoch, in this moment, you are still butter.
I'm still butter, is that what I heard?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just back to 2-leg butter, not 6-leg butter.
Yeah, you're back to 2-legged butter.
Okay.
So you're an insect, not an arachnid.
Mm.
No, he's bipedal.
Yeah. He's bipedal, not octopedal.
No, he said 6 legs.
Yeah, sorry, septipedal.
Hey.
No, that's 7.
Never mind.
Hexapedal.
Yeah, hexapedal.
Anyway, never mind.
But yeah.
He's back to having 2 legs and being made out of butter. He's not an insect at all.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah, no.
Well.
Never mind. Never mind.
It seems that you've found and slain the Spider Queen.
For purposes of legal actions, we will say that you've completed the job and that you don't have to speak anymore, Sir Jareth.
I like them.
Dab. They completed their job, so why don't you send them to the summer court?
Yes, I will. As he just spins around and is now only covered by some of his body in like silk drapes, and then he just like
Or the prime plane, if you could pull that off.
then points to the sky and says, "Not quite," and then points and keeps pointing to the sky, and then just glitter sparkles all around you, and then you guys are eventually in an open field of grass, of a grassy meadow, with the same sunset sky that you've seen since you got to the strange land.
Laura still has this dumbfounded look on her face if that actually worked.
Yeah, and Ta is now back to his normal form, and all of you guys are back to normal forms. Except for Enoch, he's still in butter form.
I guess they're really trying to butter you up, little dude.
Oh. God. That was just bad. So yeah. You guys are here, and there's now what seems to be some kind of yellow brick road ahead of you.
Oh goody, this again.
Oh no. No.
I guess we keep following the road.
Hi ho, hi ho.
As you continue
Off to
following,
walk we go.
as you continue following the
Is there
road, you take
Still
about
having a payback ride.
yeah. As you continue following the road, you immediately, after about 5 steps, who's leading the group?
I think
Probably
Laura
putting
would take
Dilf Daddy
charge.
back in front.
Sure. After about 5 steps, Sir Dilf immediately bumps into something that none of you see, and then he says, "Ow! It seems I've been injured by the air."
Really? Pushes him into the air. Just like trying to push him through it. Are you sure?
What do you have against our Dilf?
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're trying to push him into where he just bumped into, roll me a strength check, Kyler.
I mean, it's just a flat D20, but okay.
8. Sir Dilf is just gonna pick you up by the scruff of your neck and he says, No, this is how you use strength," and shoves you into the door. Into the wall, whatever it is.
You're gonna have to stay there, make sure the truck's there, just call the guy.
And he tries, but you manage to wriggle yourself free.
I just heard something about trucks. What?
I think that was Leah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, as he's slamming me into the wall,
No, he tried to,
I'm
and
going
you
to
managed.
scream in the highest octave that I can in his head.
I was going to say that he tried to, but you wriggled free. He rolled a 4.
I'm still going to scream as loud as I can in his head. And just maintain the most pleasant look on my face and say out loud, "Thank you for trying, but I'd rather not experience firsthand."
Put some back into it when you try and push something. But yeah.
And then I'm going to walk up to the air and just gently touch and see if I phase through the air, if it's just no humans are allowed by.
You touch something and it feels, well, it feels like something wooden.
I'm going to knock gently.
After knocking a bit, eventually you hear creaking, but it doesn't look like anything's changed.
Say one more time?
I said you after knocking you hear what sounds like a door creaking open, but nothing is visually changed.
I will gently and politely call out as best I can. Hello? Pardon us? We come seeking an audience with the great and fair Lady Titania and her noble King Oberon.
Oh. We have visitors! As you eventually see some pixies and fairies appear out of thin air, and they say, "Follow us! Follow us! Follow us to the king and queen!"
Okay.
Okay.
I like to think that all went down. Orin was just still piggyback on Sir
Yeah.
back.
It's alright! It's alright! This is nothing but a dream!
Okay, that's concerning.
Rune, I hate to ask this, but how much longer is tonight's session going to be? I'm kind
Like-
of falling asleep at my desk right now.
Like 5
Sorry,
minutes.
I've been dealing with
I'm
shit
literally
all day.
I'm literally wrapping it up right now.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, I'm sorry, like, it would have ended sooner if I didn't have to constantly take breaks. But yeah, I'm just finishing up right now, so yeah.
You're fine. I just wanted to make sure.
So yeah. But yeah, they just keep chanting this weirdly ominous tone to you guys while you guys are being led to, somewhere. As eventually you step in and you are now what looks to be this extravagant